They gonna rap.
Yeah.
Let me talk.
Let me talk.
Yo, why y'all
Shut up, bitch.
We didn't talk on your part. Shut the fuck up, then.
Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch.
Pause it there real quick. Oh shit! What? Pause it there real quick.
Go in your corner.
We should have known Dipset was gonna lose right there.
Right.
Because Cam already sounded like he wasn't cool anymore.
Right.
This ain't SOBs. That's not even how he be sounding.
That's Harlem nigga shit.
What you mean?
It's Harlem shit.
When they're yelling at each other.
Yeah.
But even as a Harlem nigga, Cameron is always cool.
You think Cameron is always cool?
You mad? Yeah, he's known for that. He's not a. Even when Cam get hype, he always has like a poise about him. Like even when he's angry.
Well, they was already losing at this point. This is early. This is very early in the match. This is like song number 4 or 5.
Oh,
they did this early.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know. I thought that was the beginning.
This was the turning point.
Yeah.
This when niggas knew it was over.
But even in the beginning, when once Sheik said, "These niggas is soft. These niggas is pussy.
Yeah.
Look at these pretty niggas. These cute niggas."
Right.
When he said that, Cam just get the fuck out of here. He started on that shit. And I was like, why you sound angry?
Right.
I know he wasn't, but it just didn't. It wasn't cool Cam.
It was a little nasty.
It wasn't cool Cam. I knew it wasn't cool Cam.
A little nasty.
We didn't violate you.
No.
You causing a
distraction. They don't know the fucking words.
Listen. New York, they causing a distraction. This is hip hop. We in the Mecca of New York. It's D Block. It's Dipset.
Turn the
Why
words
they don't
up.
know the words? Yo, Tech, let's make something happen.
Let's go, Jada.
It's that time, motherfuckers. These niggas don't rhyme like us. All praises, all burners, all raises. Hand down, nigga, the game is all jaded. Anything drop, I cop in all flavors. He's a dick, you pussy, y'all neighbors.
And at that moment, that's when that shit was over, bro.
When they knew they fucked up.
At that moment, bro. Literally, we've seen some great verses where people got destroyed.
Yeah.
But not only did Dipset get ragdolled, you know what I'm saying, manhandled in this shit, it happened at the Garden, son. The grand stage for any New York rapper.
Yeah.
For any New York rapper, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we're going to get right into that, man. But welcome back to episode 125 of the All Jokes Aside podcast. I'm your host, Will Mills, a.k.a. King Dirtbag.
A.k.a. Flirtbag. A.k.a. How am I start off with Flirtbag? A.k.a. Mugbag with the motherfucking mug rag.
Nasty rag.
What you got there?
Bro, this is old.
DK Concrete?
Old favorite.
Oh, that's the mechanic.
Mud,
mechanic
clay,
rag.
Clay, yeah, right? It's the fucking
that shit definitely got motor oil on it.
The microfiber club.
A.k.a. Crazy Paul, Sexy Cool. A.k.a. motherfucking Flirtbag. A.k.a. Sexpert Dirt. A.k.a. Shade Bag. A.k.a. Willie Worldstar. A.k.a. what was I called? Oh, WebM Dirt. A.k.a.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, that's hilarious, bro.
A.k.a. Filth Bag. A.k.a. Diet Shaft. A.k.a. the Baby Mama Whisperer.
And also our brand new co-host, you know what I mean? Jari is gone again 2 weeks in a row, but he's moving, and we know how moving goes. That shit is not.
That shit's crazy.
That shit can take a while. Especially we move from house to house, so he'll be back next week.
Shit's crazy.
Who knows? He might pop in tonight. You know what I'm saying? If he gets everything done, he's not here tonight. But Jari, we see you next week, man. Also, we got my motherfucking producer / moderator / editor of the All Jokes Aside podcast.
Boom.
Quasi, a.k.a. Mr. Gray Area. Salute to you for having the Gray Area monologues rolling now.
Yes, sir.
Also, Quasi Dirtbag rocking the new Dirtbag merch just out. You know what I mean? The shit is fire. The Dirtbag Disney, Dirtbag Basquiat on the back. Those are out and for sale now.
Fuck y'all talking
know what I mean? First one to cop one. First one to see them. You know what I mean? To have it on his body.
Joel should have had this shit on.
For real, man. Know what I mean? Motherfucking How to Train Your Dragon. A fucking young Smee Geezy. our young Milli Vanilli. You know what I mean? Got the one braid rock.
Girl, you know it's girl, you know it's girl, you know. That's funny, you know that. Yeah,
that's what ended their career.
Yeah, that was it.
You know, it led to a suicide. One of them killed
Oh
themselves.
yeah, the one that had the blonde hair.
They both had blonde hair, right?
It was blonde after he cut his dreads. But yeah, I know who you talking about.
AKA Good Beard. I mean, AKA Fresh Yape. AKA FDK. You know what I mean? FDKK.
That's him. Yeah.
FDKK.
Yeah. I'm FDK.
K. You know what I mean? Facts.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Young Yeji, AKA Slim D's with a porn star.
That's him.
Make sure you jump in them DMs for the complimentary access to the OnlyFans account. Let's get back to this, man. This Verzuz, first of all, being native New Yorkers, you know what I mean? You from Uptown.
I'm from the Bronx.
Uptown. Yeah, right. No Harlem today. As a hip hop person, you know what I mean? A person who
That's me.
We hip hop dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Like we was around from its inception, pretty much. Not the actual inception
About
of it.
10 years for me, but yeah.
I'm 80 on a dot.
7 years.
So I was there.
I think they say, what, 74?
Officially, it would be.
That's the number there.
They say Curtis Blow was the first.
Oh, okay.
So that's about 79.
Industry-wise.
But, you know, the culture itself started in the early 70s.
Early 70s.
But we saw it. We was there for the gold. We was teenagers in his golden years.
That's a fact.
We was there for the big T-shirt. We was there for every era through hip hop. We was there.
Everything.
So we know how important this was, especially being native New Yorkers.
Yeah.
And that both salute the Dipset, salute the Locks. They both are legends.
Their runs are
They're royalty
incredible
in hip hop. Yeah. Both of them.
Yes.
Dipset had more of a cultural impact on a nationwide, international scale even. Yeah. Because when people talk about the Dipset era, they literally changed the way people dressed, bro. Like Cam single-handedly had niggas in pink, bro. Mm-hmm. And that was a time where masculinity was at an all-time high. Pink was for girls.
It was a bigger deal.
But when he did that, we did that.
Jim Jones too.
Jim Jones with the motorcycle chain,
tight shirts, tight pants.
You know what? I didn't think about that when we was on a live earlier today. Mm-hmm. That I did fuck with that movement because they was the first to slim up the jeans.
Well, not they. It was really only Jim.
It was Jim, and they had niggas slimming up their jeans.
Yeah,
wearing tighter clothes, the motorcycle chains, just embracing that whole shit.
Yeah, for sure.
That Von Dutch, Christian Artigier, Ed Hardy, like that was all they popularized that in
that Artigier shit. That was that sleeve shit he was wearing.
No, that was Affliction.
Yeah.
Woo,
you naming all that shit.
Yeah, Christian Artigier is the flagship brand of Ed Hardy.
It was really MMA apparel.
Because
he was dressing like a
biker.
Yeah,
like a biker,
and MMA a little bit too.
Yeah. But it really
and white tattoo. He blended the whole.
It really was biker gear.
Yeah.
Like bikers dressed like that. White boys, like cool white boys. That's what
badass white boys. Yeah, really, but European though. Got to specify that.
Right, it was European. It definitely was
European badass white boy.
Definitely was European.
Yeah.
So their cultural impact was bigger than their hip hop impact, and that's the same shit I say about Pac. So people get listen. Let me finish.
Oh, I agree. I feel like I'm peeking a little bit, but yeah,
people get diluted and make mistakes in mixing the music with the impact.
Okay,
right?
okay. Great area dirt.
I think because of the impact, they really thought Dipset had a fighting chance in this battle.
Yes.
But us being hip hop historians, I knew this was a rap. This was a bad match for. I knew from jump, and I think I said it on the last episode. It's gonna be a long night for Dipset.
Yeah.
Because remember I said like, yo, I didn't think Jada Kiss and them would do all that. Now if it was a strictly Locks catalog and a strictly Dipset catalog, it would
have been closer
match.
Closer.
But bro, when you talk about the eras that Locks was through, they got songs with Big.
Yeah.
They have songs with Pun.
Yeah.
They have songs with Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
They got songs with Diddy. They got songs with DM. They are Rough Riders.
Yeah.
And here's the ill part. They ain't used none of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
No X verses. No, they got songs.
No X verses. No, but they did.
Son, they beat them with B-sides, bro.
And freestyles.
Yeah. Son, this is the thing. You want to say something?
Okay, you said a lot. So
Right.
first, I want to say that Harlem did not dress like Dipset. I want to clear that up.
Okay.
Dipset was weird to everybody when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Not only their style of dress,
Right.
but the way their music sounded.
Right.
They were fucking with Arsonist.
Let me add one more thing there.
Yeah.
Jim Jones was also the first New York rapper that was openly gang affiliated.
Yeah.
There was no New York
Yeah, that's true.
Bloods or anything. He was the very first
true.
New York rapper
Yeah.
that proclaimed to be a gang member.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to add that. He's the first one to do that.
For sure. I mean,
Mainstream.
I feel like there was a Dipset. Somebody was Dipset, but not like you said.
But Dipset was very local. It's Brooklyn. Very local.
That matters too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted this is just in response to your live earlier. I said we was going to talk about it.
Okay.
So yeah, the whole idea of Dipset being the face of Harlem, they had to earn that, even in Harlem. So when they first came out, Harlem niggas thought they was weird too. And you also got to remember that they were just naturally put up against state property. Harlem niggas was not.
But here's why I thought that, right?
Yeah. Wait, why you thought what?
Here's why I came up with what I said.
Okay.
Because, all right, what a lot of people don't know, for those who are watching, Harlem is not a borough. It's actually a very small neighborhood in Manhattan that's probably the most, aside from Black Wall Street, probably the most, no, fuck that. Harlem is the most significant place for black people in this country. And historically.
It's a special place.
It's the most special.
Yeah, it's very
historically. It's the most special place for black people. Historically, because of what was done there during the Renaissance. Harlem is where all the black people from the South came to make it. To get some money, they were flourishing there.
Marcus and Malcolm alone.
Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X.
Just those two stories
Adam
alone.
Clayton Powell.
Yeah.
It's so much history there. And Harlem is just that place. I mean, granted, over the years, a lot has changed. They don't really have that much now. But Apollo Theater, like, it's
still special.
It's a very special place for black people.
I'm gonna throw in Sinetta TV too with that.
Yeah.
That's a big Harlem staple.
The whole fake deep community pretty much was birthed in Harlem.
That's a fact.
That's not the point I wanted to make. The point I wanted to make was rappers typically dress like the people in their neighborhoods. They are usually not the trendsetters. Like when I said, when I had to argue with somebody about, they were like, yo, Big and them made the Coogis and the Wallabies fresh. It's like, no, we was already dressing like that in the hood.
Yeah.
Big dressed like a Bed-Stuy nigga. Fab dressed like a Bed-Stuy nigga. So they not the trendsetters. All they did was take the attire that they were already wearing amongst the niggas in the hood and wore it while they was rapping. Now, this is something new. I didn't know that. I'm not a Harlem cat, and I didn't hang out in Harlem.
Yeah.
So when Dipset came out,
It was
they
weird.
were all dressed in alike too.
You just said they weren't. Jim Jones wearing bandanas in New York was weird.
It was the gang shit.
It was weird, bruh.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Like they had to earn that shit. Even in Harlem, niggas was like, "Yo, we don't gang bang like this." That shit was corny at first.
And also there was
You know what's crazy? This is gonna prove a lot of my points that I've been on in the show. Because I always say, bro, you can do what you want when the music is good. If they didn't come with them, you know, they got hot that one year. And they just banger after banger after banger. If they didn't come with those, they would have stayed corny. You get what I'm saying?
You know why? Because standalone Cam, even though he was Dipset, Cam never claimed no gangs. He was different from Jim Jones and Jewels.
Yeah.
He was different from
Yeah,
them.
yeah, for
He
sure.
wore the pink. Dave really did the bandana thing. Cam didn't really do that.
No.
That was their thing.
No, he would wear like a pink bandana or something.
Right. He would never, he would really distance himself from the gang part of it.
Yeah.
So the
it was
Dipset
it was
thing-
weird.
So being a cat that lived in Harlem, that was out there a lot.
Yep.
So Dipset was Dipset.
Yeah.
They was not Harlem.
They were weird. Harlem was like, but then it just kept, and not only were they dressing a little different, the music sounded weird because they had those producers, Arsonists, and I think Arsonists from the Bronx.
Right.
But Arsonists, they took Kanye's sound,
Just Blaze.
more Kanye though, as far as just speeding up. Just Blaze has more of a choppy sample.
Yeah. You're right.
He chops a lot of samples. Like
Right.
he's more like a Premier.
Gotcha.
Kanye will take a loop of a melody,
Right.
and if there's a singing in it, he'll speed it up, the high pitch speed up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And you'll hear it.
Right.
So, yeah, if y'all wonder what I'm doing, I'm trying to do sped up singing. Right. So they took that Kanye style, but they did Southern drums, 808s.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
but then like a Kanye sample. It was weird, bro. Like you never heard nothing like that.
But it hit hard.
Yeah, like even I Really Mean It.
Immediately too.
Think of the first time you heard I Really Mean It. It didn't sound weird to you?
Yes, and also it's weird for Cam. Because remember, Cam was a rapidy rap nigga. Confessions of Fire. Cam was a rapidy rap nigga.
Oh, you are taking everything out my mouth. Like
he 100, he didn't rap like that.
Cam went from, the drug game was a man sport. That's what Cam thought. Baby Dad and 100 dance sport. Tied to J sport. Real Hootie Gang. Like real rapidy rap all over the beat. You know what I mean? Rap, but when rapidy rap was cool, right?
I think Cam started rapping like Jewels.
Oh shit, that's a good point.
Think about it, because Jewels was like, we keep the boosters boosted. Like Jewels did that.
Yo, you got a good fucking point.
Cam
that happens a lot.
Cam started rapping like Jewels.
That happens a lot, and I don't think he was even on purpose.
Because when Jewels came out, when we heard Jewels, we was like, "Yo, who the fuck is?"
Yeah.
All right, Cam, you cool, but who the
something.
Right. We was like
saying something.
Right. We was like, yo, all right, Cam, cool. Who's that nigga? Because Jewels was the leading, Cam was like the boss, but everybody looked at Jewels, son. Like, who the fuck is this?
It was that beef from broccoli freestyle. Remember? He came with that the beef from broccoli scheme.
And Cam switched his whole flow.
He did.
You almost forgot that Cam really could rap because he kind of stopped rapping. He got kind of bubblegum with it.
Cam was my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
It was like always him, Jay-Z, DMX. It was just you never know, depending on just who was hot at the time. But Cam was one of my favorite rappers, and I stopped fucking with him when he started the computer started puting.
We keep the boosters boosting.
Because I couldn't
keep the looters shooting. Yeah, he got
that shit was so trash to me.
Yeah, he
I could see if you just started listening to him how you thought that shit was a vibe because it was just different. But if you was already a Cam fan and then he started rapping like that, it was like
when Cam came out, he was with Mason Big, and them niggas rapped their asses off.
Big wanted to sign Cameron.
He was on Undias.
Yeah, Undias was
Cam
was
came
big.
out Confessions of Fire is Undias. Yeah. Cam was a fucking
Undias was big and
yeah, for sure. He was a whole rapper, bro. Big. And then when he got with Dipset, he switched up. He got As a matter of fact, I would go as far as say that's when he really got on the pretty boy shit.
Okay, now here's something. Nigga, Harlem thought that shit was trash. He came with Old Boy. Right? It was the hits, bruh.
Well, Old Boy was on Come With Me.
Come On With Me. Exactly.
On Me,
so it was it was Confessions of Fire, SDE.
Right. And both of those was rapidy rap shit.
Rapidy rap. Then he took a break. He had to get off the Sony label.
Long break.
Right. Then he came with a Dipset mixtape.
Right.
Then Come Home With Me. Then Diplomatic Immunity. Then Purple Haze, I think.
Right.
I think that was like really the whole movement right there.
Right. Purple Haze, Come Home With Me was probably his best album to me.
The niggas forget Dipset died again.
Right.
Then Jim got hot.
Right.
Dipset was done.
They were finished.
And
they fell out.
Yep.
They was
and then this nigga got hot.
Right.
This nigga Cameron totally fell off, stole my man's song. Do you remember when Cameron fell off, came back out with a song called I Hate My Job?
Yes.
You didn't think that was weird? Why would Cameron be rapping?
That's when he got on that Ohio shit. I did it from Ohio.
Yeah. No.
That was trash.
No, he got broke in the music game because of his deal. And when he was talking about that get it in Ohio shit, he was saying, I got no more music money. I got to go get it. That's what that Ohio shit was. Then he came, 50 dissed him. He kept trying to come back out.
And his remix was, as his response to 50. 50 killed that nigga.
Bro, he killed that nigga. My man Nova, shout out to my man Nova. He killed that nigga because he stole my man Nova's song. We know Schizo. Schizo's Cameron's producer. He did Get 'Em Girls, all that shit. That's our man from the Bronx.
Right.
Bitch ass nigga. Fuck that nigga. Right? But my man's Nova played him some of his music. He even produced for Nova. And he stole Nova's song, I Hate My Job. Anyway.
I go far as to say this. once Cam fell, that was it. He never came back musically. Never. Cam
Yeah,
never
he did. Yeah, he did.
He never,
Vado.
no, but Cam himself never recovered musically. He never had no.
Cam never recovered.
After Come Home With Me, that was it.
Cam never
That was
recovered.
it, bro.
But he had some tri-state area hits with Vado. Him and Vado had like 3 songs in a row.
Right, and then
Hey yo, Mooma, and then
Right, he had local shit.
he had like 3,
and we thought his resurgence was gonna be when Hove brought him out for the B-side show. That was dope when they did New York. Welcome to New York City. It did nothing.
He didn't have no hits.
It did nothing, bro.
Yeah. You gotta have hits, bro.
Yeah, it did nothing.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's just a little history for y'all who think that Dipset was just automatic. No, they had to earn their way in Harlem. It was a divide. Number one, people were picking between Dipset and State Property.
100%.
Don't think Harlem niggas was just like, yeah, Dipset. No, State Prop was on fire. So a lot of Harlem niggas was like, now fuck that, State Prop. Then there was also the divide of Rappity Rap Cam and Computers is Putin Cam. Right. So there was Cameron fans that was like, nah, he's trash now. Right. You know what I'm saying, and all that. Like Welcome to New York City and shit like that. Those were actually comeback songs on the low.
Yeah.
That was a comeback song for
Welcome
Cam.
to New York City was on Come On With Me.
Yes, right. That's what I'm saying. It was a comeback song. And why you think he got us over Kanye talking about Down and Out?
That song's fire.
Yeah, but he was done. He was done. He talking about how he was done. Dame saved him. Yeah. Dame Dad saved him. So I just wanted to point that out too. So that the hits made Harlem go, okay, you making hits for us. So
a lot of people forgot that Cam was also affected by the breakup of The Rock. Because that was supposed to be his resurgence too. Yeah. So not only did he fall along with State Property, so back to the Verzuz battle itself.
Yeah.
A lot of and to point this out, the Locks never fell off because the Locks never broke up. The Locks have always been a group. They've always been best friends.
Well, I mean, they stopped making hits. So.
Right, they stopped making hits, but
that's a fall off in that sense.
But because for them, see, State, and this is what happened with Dipset, I think, right? Once again, Dipset was larger than life, bro. Like, they were huge. The Locks always flew a little beneath the... They never really reached that superstardom. And I think they've always been comfortable with that.
Yeah.
They've always been comfortable with that, in their lane, made money, and the Locks has always been relevant throughout their entire career.
Ton of respect.
And they've always been relevant. There's never been no time in hip-hop where you would say, them niggas is whack. They fell off.
Okay, yeah.
They fell off. Because they never really...
Yeah.
And that's the curse of superstardom. Once you get to that certain level, look at Fetty Wap.
You burn out.
Look at Fetty Wap. His run was crazy.
It don't matter how fast you do it. When you get to that level, you just
bro. It's so hard to maintain that level of music, and sometimes the music don't get whacked. It's just like, damn, my lifestyle changed. I can't make that. If I did make that again, I don't want to hear that. Very few artists can do that. We can name them. You know what I mean? Like,
I got a theory on that. It's not even really a theory. It's just hip hop. But
also let me add, the streaming era have also kind of made it like that too, because with the streaming era, niggas forget about you in a day, boy. Like, you have the ability now to pump out music like that from a digital standpoint. You can pump it out independently.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna have that Wheezy mixtape run, but you can. Yeah. But nobody's doing that no more. Yeah. But back to the Verzuz. I knew this from the very beginning, being a hip hop fan. I called it early, and I'm glad I did, so niggas won't think. Because you need another one?
Yeah. Niggas won't think what?
Because, the popular vote was that Dipset had this. And I'm like,
the hits.
Who thought that? I don't think nobody in the garden thought that.
Thought what?
That Dipset had this. I actually thought this. This is what I thought. I thought that it would be a little... I didn't think they would beat him that bad. I knew Locks had him, but I didn't think it would be that bad.
Okay.
There was some things I'm like, all right, Jaded, because it is a Locks thing, here's what the Locks did that was even worse, that people ain't even talking about. Every round was 2 minutes. Son, the Locks was doing 3 hits per round. They had that much music, bro. Like they would do a hit from a Chic song, a Jada song, and hits, boy. Like, and they was doing that. So it wasn't 20 songs. These niggas played like 60 songs, bro. Son, Dipset ran out of music early, my nigga. Yeah. And I knew it was a rap. I was there with H. Dot. Shout out to H. Dot in the kitchen. Check him out. So H. Dot was screaming Dipset all night. I'm like, H. Dot, you to be a hip hop nigga who do this shit, you really don't know this shit, bro. Like when Jewels did
this is age.
When he did the anthem, they did that shit early, boy. Like I could say if they either end with the anthem or start with the anthem. But when he did it, like number 4, I was like, yo, it's a little early for this.
Panic.
This is their biggest, arguably their biggest song. The Dipset anthem.
Dipset, yeah.
That's their biggest song, bro. And they did Certified Gangsters mad early. I'm like, yo, these niggas is playing their hits too early. They're gonna run out of music, bro. They don't have that many. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, they're doing their mixes. And here's the difference between them and the Locks. Styles got features on huge songs.
Yeah.
Sheik, not too many. Sheik is pretty much all Locks. But Jada and Styles together got the hits. Jada literally could have beat them by himself. And here's what people forgot.
For sure.
We did the same thing. I didn't think it would be that Jada annihilated Fab, bro.
Yeah.
Fab is arguably top 10 greatest of all time,
Thank
right?
you. You're setting up my point right now.
He's arguably greatest of all time. How in the hell, after he did what he did to Fab, Fab can run circles around Dipset?
Can he?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
What's Fab's biggest weakness as an artist?
Performance. Performance is trash.
What was I telling y'all like 2 episodes ago?
Performance wins in Verzuz.
See, Swiss and Tim, they got to be careful, yo. Because I think they know what I know, and I think they just don't want to say it, because if they say it, they're going to get less people on Verzuz.
You think they lined them niggas up?
Not maliciously, but because they allowed Verzuz to become live performances. And fucking Charlemagne said exactly what I said this morning. But he was late. I said this shit months ago. But it is now you are playing with your fucking legacy.
Yeah, you're judged off your performance.
You're playing with your legacy. Swiss and Tim are not gonna say it. But listen, if you a fucking artist and somehow this podcast get to you, take it the fuck easy with this fucking Verzuz shit, bro.
Right.
Because what's happening is, right, they're pitching it to you as a catalog battle, right? But it's not. It's really a live performance battle. So, okay, it's like, you know what that's like? That's like shooting a 3-point. That's like being open in the lane, and instead of dunking it, you pull up a 3. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like you took the time to record this song. You mixed it for hours.
Right.
You recorded it. You came up with the right lyrics. You found the right pitch. You recorded your vocals 3-4 times, did it over, got it right. Hit record. It's perfect.
Right.
It's there. It's frozen in time. You can press play on it. It's going to be special. It's going to be what it is.
Right.
Right? That's really what you are. You're a recording artist.
Right.
You have recording artists that are also live performers.
Right.
But they're all recording artists.
Right.
Right? 100% of them are recording artists. Even if you don't write your shit.
I see where
you are a recording artist. Your career was built on recording music. Some, like I said, some of them are good at performing, some not. But you get on Verzuz talking shit about the songs you recorded, show up and have to perform them.
But here's the thing also is you left out.
What?
Some of them used to be good at performing.
Okay.
This happened with DMX.
That's actually the worst case.
Right.
Because if you was never good at it, then this is your legacy.
Right.
Then it's fair.
Rest in peace, DMX, but that was our problem.
That was not fair, bro.
Yeah.
If you were 15 years old and that was your first time seeing DMX, you going overrated.
Yeah.
Right? But if I pulled up a video of this nigga performing in 99,
at Woodstock,
I don't give a fuck how old you are.
In front of 1 million people on stage by himself, probably arguably one of the greatest performances in history.
Definitely.
Of any genre.
And that fuck Woodstock.
Dolo.
Hard Knock Life Tour. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know that X.
They don't know that X.
Yeah.
And that's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair to him. But now if he's playing the music, right? They're getting, obviously, they don't have the experience of being there in real time, but at least they can hear what we heard.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? At least they can hear the same shit that we heard.
Right.
Because the Locks actually made their music sound better on stage.
Bro, and this is the thing.
Yeah.
Like we just talked about. The Locks had something to prove.
Okay.
Right? The Dipset, like we said, the Dipset era was an era. And as fly as these niggas was, as much jewelry they had, it became a laughing stock last night. Because of the performance and the cadence of the Locks. These niggas Chic and Styles came up there. I don't know what these Styles.
Yo, before we start, let me look at these niggas.
Yeah.
These niggas is cute.
Chic had on probably Old Navy. I don't know what Styles had on. Nigga probably had on Boohoo Man. That shit that Boohoo Man cornball shit that they dropped the baby from. Jada was fly as hell. Jada had ass crack out in the beginning. I don't know if you saw that.
Nah.
Nigga bent over whole ass out, plumber type shit. They was New York as New York can be.
For sure.
They came out early, ready, prepared. Dipset came out late with a bunch of niggas. To the kids who was teenagers when Dipset came out. We was already grown men.
Yeah.
So we knew what time it was. But to the teenagers who was dressing like these niggas, to them, Dipset is their heroes. Mm-hmm. So it was like Dipset could do no wrong to these niggas.
Yeah.
So when Dipset came out and did what they did.
Yeah. Or didn't do
right.
what they didn't do.
But the point is, the Locks had something to prove. Because a lot of niggas gave this to the older niggas like us, we knew what was up. The younger Dipset got a whole generation that looked up to them.
What if Dipset performed as good as the Locks? Saying every word, everything's clear.
They still wouldn't have had it. They don't have enough. They don't have the music.
They don't have the music.
And
you know what else? Dipset beats wasn't hitting, or maybe it was the DJ.
Bro, first of all,
them beats was not hitting.
Joel's outfit was nuts.
I think he was trying to be nuts though. I think we were being a little hard on him. I don't think he was serious about what he. I think
he was a modern version.
I think he was mocking himself.
He was mocking. It was a costume.
Like, yo, remember when I used to dress like this?
Right. That's why he did the do-rag with the scarf, and he just did a modern version of that. Yeah. Jim Jones, always extra. Jim Jones is fly nigga. Cam, hair looking crazy. I don't know if you saw the video I put up. Jim Jones actually fell off stage.
Oh, I sent you that, but yeah,
that was nuts.
Yeah.
That wasn't shown.
That was
so crazy. Many L's happened. Styles P getting kicked in the chest.
Yeah.
Very disrespectfully, by the way, too. But the camaraderie between them.
Yeah, they were play fighting.
So at the end of the day, we've been on this for 30 minutes. Dope, though. Great, much needed discussion.
I take that back. Sheik said Styles was really mad when that happened. He was actually
as
mad.
He should have been.
Yeah, he was mad.
What I will say is, though, what I loved about it, and I said this on my live, my favorite part about that is that they're all here. Okay. None of them are dead.
Yeah.
None of them are in jail. Mm-hmm. They all look good. They're healthy. They're
free Max B.
Free Max B. Free the wave. You know what I'm saying?
And rest in peace, fucking gorgeous gangster Stacks B. Stacks B.
Stack bundles.
But Stacks B is crazy.
You ain't wrong. Yeah. Nobody ever called him that.
Yeah, but
but
rest in peace.
But what I'm saying is the original Dipset members, they all were there. Mm-hmm. Even Freaky Zeke was up there wilding. He was the star of the show too.
He shouldn't have had no mic though.
He was the star of the show, but he's always been that guy. Freaky Zeke never had a verse.
No, he never had a mic. Just do your little goofy dance.
No, he's had mics.
Oh, I never.
He's had mics.
I like it. I like when he be dancing though.
I like that. And these were two groups that really never had a beef. They never really had a problem with each other. They didn't have no problems on wax. But I loved it. Like when people say this one's for the culture, that one was really for the culture.
Big time.
Like for real.
To see Jada performing freestyles from like 99, 2000
in the
garden. And you're actually, remember they're in New York, you're hearing crowd response. Everybody know we don't do that.
Right.
Unless you're like new.
Right.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But we don't do that. We don't scream and we don't do all that shit.
It was a fucking breath of fresh air, son. Like even for the Verzuz people who've been doing this shit, I'm looking like I'm hoping that all people who did verses before
Yeah.
are watching, okay, that's rappers. Like that's a fucking rapper right
Is
there.
Dipset overrated?
No, they're right where they should be. Because lyrically, yes. But I
They was
but
never.
I don't think nobody judged them on their music. I think people judge them. They really like. You can't take away what their movement.
No, I'm
Their
just saying
movement was crazy, son. Like,
musically. Are they overrated musically?
I think they would. I don't think anybody would argue that. I've never heard Dipset being put on this pedestal of one of the greatest rap groups of all time. I've never heard that before.
So why are they going against the Locks? Or they were supposed to go against G Unit too.
I don't think 50 would do that.
But the point is that they are held in that regard.
Well, I mean,
they're not
as
Wu
far as-
Tang. They're not,
yeah,
they're
not the Locks. Like I mean,
but they were the Locks before the battle. They were the dominant group before the battle. Just
Right.
off of
whatever. But like whatever it would be. But I think you can't deny their cultural impact.
Overrated is all I'm asking. Overrated.
Musically, yes, 100%.
I think that was proven last night.
100%.
Unless that DJ was just fucking up, but their shit was just not hitting, son.
I think if the DJ was fucking up, as petty as Cam is, he would have said something. I think they underestimated their opponent.
Back to Cam real quick. Cam was uncomfortable.
First time I ever seen that too.
That's what I was saying when we first started.
Uncomfortable. As fuck. Like when Jada did that freestyle, did you see what Cam did right after that?
Yeah, he tried to go into.
Oh, did you see when he choked? Oh.
Yeah, he choked. He did. The DJ. It was partly the DJ fault though.
Oh no, Cam forgot his lyrics, bro.
Yeah, but the DJ started the song early, like twice while he was rapping. He was trying to come in with "I really mean it." You ain't peep that?
Nah, let me see something.
He's
Cameron chokes.
I don't know if you're gonna find that, but he started the song like twice while he was rapping, and then the crowd was like getting hype off of the song. So Cam was trying to decide.
And then the worst thing that could ever happen.
Were they booing him?
He got booed.
Was it like a solid
right
boo?
here. Oh, I'll play it.
I wasn't sure if they were just booing
got
him
you.
or
Right.
I got you.
Cop told my car in 10 minutes, I'm in a different one. Yeah, that's how I'm living, son. And check it, I'm not.
See, this is him trying to freestyle. He tried to do this.
yeah, I know.
This is bad. Watch. He choked, bro. Nothing happened.
No, he did.
This
But
ain't have nothing to do with DJ. Listen to this shit.
Right.
Cop told my car in 10 minutes, I'm in a different one. Yeah, that's how I'm living, son. And check it, I'm not dissing, son. Yeah, they can't do that. I'm not dissing, son. Styles was talking crazy. Yes, thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you. All right. Oh. You got a problem with me, you know my slogan, nigga. Go get your gun. Oh, shit. You know it. Yeah, exactly. You got a problem with me, you know my slogan, nigga. Go get your gun. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. You got it, go. Yeah.
Son, he said you got it. You got it. Son, cringy, son. Son.
you know what I think it was? and this is what being an MC is all about, master of ceremony.
Right.
Like, first of all, Verzuz is not about Verzuz. You're really not supposed to get criticized for playing the song with the verses, with the vocals on it while you rap it in Verzuz, because it's really about the song, right? But because Jada came out and was like,
We in New York.
we New York, like they set like this tone, like fuck Verzuz, this is really some hip hop shit. Not to say Verzuz ain't hip hop, but you know what I'm saying. Verzuz is about it's about the recording of the music.
Right.
They set the tone, they set a bar, and I think that Dipset niggas knew that the Locks was gonna go that route. Like, we not flashy, we just about the bars. And I think they thought that they was just gonna get on their Harlem shit and clown that shit. This ain't SOBs. Y'all just doing that because y'all ain't got no hits.
Right.
But it didn't work because they had the bars and all that, but they had the hits too.
And they put
they shit sounded better.
And then when Jada said, when Jewel was like, you ain't got no songs for the ladies.
Why he did that? Why he did that?
Bro. And then By Your Side came on right after that. Son, you talking about the hand over the face emoji all night for me,
crazy.
son?
Yeah.
Nigga, I had to go outside a couple of times. It got embarrassing, bro. Because here's the thing. That should have never happened to Dipset, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck who it was. Like, it should have never happened.
You know what shouldn't have happened to Dipset?
What?
Getting your bandana slammed on the floor.
That was in good sport, though. I think people looked at it. It was in good sport. They always, I mean, Jada got.
It was in good sport.
Yeah, it was. He laughed.
But it looked crazy.
But see, for me and you, like you can actually tell that they're friends. All of them are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It didn't go. That was.
I wouldn't take your hat off.
Because Joel's was taunting him. So that was Joel was taunting him, and that was Jada. Joel tried to walk off. That was Jada's revenge.
Yeah, but would you take my hat off and slam
During a battle situation, I'll do whatever to embarrass you. It happens in, remember, battle rap comes from New York. Spartan, this is a gladiator school.
You can't,
you know how to go
bro.
in New
You
York,
can't
son.
take somebody's hat and slam it in any battle. That's a fight.
Nigga, the nigga kicked Styles P in the chest from a beach chair.
Yeah, but Styles was fucking with Cam though.
Still, your response to kick him in and shove him with your foot?
That was crazy. That was crazy. That nigga he might have a fracture or something. But you need to check that out.
We've seen some great verses. Do you think this one takes the cake out of all of them?
It's up there. It's up. As far as the impact of the battle, it's up there.
Yeah.
Actually, this might be the biggest reaction to any verses ever.
It is for sure. I mean, it had me thinking about what other ones had these kind of moments, and the only other one was Gucci and Jeezy.
Yeah,
and even that was historical. Like,
I still think musically, T-Pain and Lil Jon, musically,
right, their catalog.
It was I partied through that verse.
Yeah.
I literally partied. So that's still my favorite. Gucci and Jeezy was fire. But that wasn't fair though. I was like, we was with you in Millennia 3. That was
yeah.
That was a movie.
I think this is gonna be I think Versus
Babyface Teddy Riley.
I think Versus just leveled up. I think now at this point, from you get the Garden,
Yeah.
I see people from other cities. I see it getting a little bigger now. Like I really think now.
Here's my top 3. You want to do the top 3 real quick?
I already got my top 3 in my head.
Okay, I'm gonna say Beanie Man, Bounty, even though they fuck verses up for my preference of verses. Beanie Man and Bounty, Lil Jon, T-Pain 2, and Dipset Locks 3. That's my top 3.
Beanie Bounty for me, for sure. They still, because they set the tone for this new shit.
It was just the most entertaining.
It 100% was. Beanie and Bounty still has the best one to me. I put this one at number 2. And number 3 for me that I fully enjoyed and had a great time watching it, and I partied and I'm losing my voice to it. Damn, now I'm getting I mean, I would say Gucci and Jeezy for the historical impact it had.
Just overall entertainment. How much were you entertained?
I wasn't that entertained. Yeah, Gucci Jeezy.
Gucci Jeezy.
Because, I mean, remember, we did a movie for it. Like, yeah.
It was nuts.
Gucci Jeezy.
We had the
That'd be my top 3. I think now, this Drake Kanye shit could happen. Because, one, why not?
Why not? We just talked about that.
I think it could happen. No. I mean, I'm just, all right, I said names, but I'm saying we can go on that
The
scale
live
now.
performances, why not? It's risky, man.
I mean,
Them niggas know.
I
how to
would
perform,
see
though.
rappers now kind of being a little afraid to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, damn, Dipset, they did the Cameron. Ouch.
That's what I'm saying.
And you know what I didn't like? I'm going to leave one more thing before we move on.
Yeah.
Around Cameron, Jim Jones a little different. He's still like a little bro, kind of the Cam. Jim Jones has been waving the Dipset flag for like the last 10 years. Jim Jones has been the face of this shit. He didn't play, like,
I think it's because
Jim Jones, listen, Jim Jones' last 2 albums were fire. He didn't do none of that shit, bro.
Yeah, but it's not about fires. Well, I guess the way the Lock set it up.
Right.
I think when Jada called out New York and the bars and all that shit, I think because he successfully did that, right? I think that made Dipset very uncomfortable. That the crowd received. I don't think they expected the crowd to get on that type of vibe. That's why they kept saying this ain't SOBs. They literally was trying to tell the crowd, like, don't get on that hip hop shit. Cause we can't win. Can we stay on who got the hits? And I think once Jim knew that they successfully turned the tide to that,
right,
he knew that his music wasn't gonna stick like that.
Right. I mean,
Jada's unbeatable.
He proved it.
He's unbeatable.
He won.
Cause what are you gonna do? He's performing great. He has bars and he has hits.
Bro, he beat.
What are you gonna do?
He beat another top 10 rapper drunk, pissy drunk. He beat him pissy drunk, bro. He beat Fab badly, drunk. So I don't know what Dipset thought they was about to come in there and do with that man. Shout out to Jada. He's Asian backwards. I saw after the verses, the nigga was up there on the, you know how we do the pull-ups. The nigga was on a pull-up bar going crazy like he does this shit.
Yeah.
The nigga damn near 50 years old, looks amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Styles P and him with the juice ball. Sheik looks great. Like, bro, shout out to the Locks. If I was the Locks, I'd drop some music. Drop some music, nigga. Drop a mixtape, drop something. Even Sheik. Drop something, nigga.
Yeah.
It's gonna sell. Y'all gonna get some money.
Their numbers is up too now.
Shout out to the Locks, man. And I think a lot of people, and I'm glad Dipset already had that fan base. The Locks have had more of a loyal underground fan base over the years, a New York bias fan base.
Fans.
I'm so glad that the world got to see what we knew.
You know what the best part was?
What?
Seeing Southern people get hype over.
Right.
That had me hype.
Right.
Like, cause you know they was not on no
Right.
bouncy shit.
Right.
I mean Dipset was, but the Locks was not bouncing. There was nothing bouncing. Everything was boom boom bap.
And I think
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I also think that these rappers,
yeah,
to see Jada did what he did at damn near 50 years old, in front of a crowd of 40,000 people at the Garden, the greatest arena on the planet. You know what I mean? And he did that. He doing bars from like 96. If I was a rapper, I'm like, oh, I gotta. It would inspire me. Like,
oh yeah,
damn.
they went right to the studio.
Yeah,
So did Dipset and them. They went to the studio.
I mean,
Yeah.
rematch? No, they can't rematch. Can't rematch. That's it. It's a dub. But yo, man, shout out to them, man. Dope. Yeah, man. Let's get them. Let's get them all of them a huge round of applause from all jokes aside, man. Thank y'all for that, man. I appreciated it, man. I'm pretty sure my boy appreciated it, but thank y'all so much. Congrats to everybody involved. You know what I mean? Damn.
Y'all neighbors.
Damn. You know what I mean? But when this was me. When I heard, bro, I gotta play this real quick. When this came on, son, I ran out the club, son. You know, I did it at my comedy night.
Yeah.
When this came on, son, boy, I ran out of the fucking club. When this came on, son, I ran out.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
Bro,
I ain't expect it. No, that was crazy,
bro,
That was Styles' highlight,
Bro.
when he did this.
I need some gunshots. What am I
This
doing?
this shit used to fuck New York up right here.
Bro,
Here's why they call me the ghost. I'm half live, half dead, and when it's beef, I bring all of the toast. And I got more guns than most of New York. And I ain't got to say shit, cause the toasters are talk.
Holiday Styles, ignorant nigga.
3 pounds, 4 pounds, still 10, no ligament nigga. I'm the hardest rapper out,
Bitches digging the nigga.
and like,
Bro, let me tell you something, son. That's off the Violator album. Nigga, that song, bro, that's still to this day. You know, that's one of them songs that niggas forgot about.
We used to play that going to the Rucker. We used to get hype.
Bro, nigga, I don't know if you saw my video on the way home. It was like 4 in the morning. I'm wilding in the car.
Yeah.
I put it in my story last night, son. I was wilding driving to that shit, son. That's one of my favorite workout songs. So, niggas be forgetting, son. Man, all right, let's keep it going. Damn, that was a great conversation, bro. While we on music shit, let's keep it on music real quick, man. So Dababy was forced into an apology, coerced into one that I'm positive he did not write, bro. Like that was not his words.
I ain't. It's long.
Oh, did you? Oh, I'll read it. Hold on, let me find that shit. Hold on. I thought you saw that. Oh yeah, let's find that. It was a written apology.
Stuff like that is. Am I good? I'm good. Stuff like that is cringy to me.
Yeah, talk.
Yeah, stuff like that is cringy to me,
bro. Look, Dababy.
I hate apologies,
bro. It was nasty, bro. It was nasty. It was embarrassing. Dababy apology. The fuck I said Dababy. So he was coerced into an apology that I'm pretty sure a PR person did just for damage control. I'm positive that he didn't write this. First of all, I'm not saying Dababy's dumb, but I'm positive he didn't write that, bro. Where is it at? All right, here it is. Let's go ahead and read this. All right. It says, social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before you even have the opportunity to grow, educate, and learn from your mistakes. As a man who has made his own way from very difficult circumstances, having people I know publicly working against me, knowing that what I needed was education on these topics and guidance has been challenging. I appreciate the many people who came to me with kindness, who reached out to me privately to offer wisdom, education, and resources. That's what I needed, and it was received. I want to apologize to the LGBTQ plus community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV/AIDS, and I know education on this is important. Love to all. God bless Dababy.
Nigga, Dababy has never described anything as triggering,
bro,
in his life.
Bro.
He did not write that,
bro. 100% didn't. And
Triggering
secondly,
comments.
let's say it again, bro. He did not. I mean, I can see how the HIV/AIDS could tie to, bro. But if you want to be technical about it, my nigga, like he said, people with HIV and AIDS. He didn't say gay people. He didn't say it, bro. That was nasty.
He said, and I said this last week. He said something fucked up. But gay people just basically took
the wheel,
took the victim wheel.
Yeah, well, took the wheel. It had nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
because you woke up like, hey, I'm gay and I have AIDS. He must be talking about me. Like, bro, chill out, my nigga. That was crazy. I get it.
He got dropped from like 5 festivals.
Bro, he lost a bag and a half. And I'm pretty sure his PR people got on him like, yo, listen, my nigga, we losing too much money, my nigga. You got to apologize. And I know him. I mean, I don't know him. Me and him got the same birthday. I'm pretty sure, bro, that he's fuming mad. Like, because what he said he meant. And then when his follow-up to it, when he doubled down, he meant that too.
What was his double down? He just...
Oh, I got it. Hold on. Dababy, all right, let's see if I type doubles down. Like,
right.
It was nasty. He shouldn't have said that either. Because he should have. What he should have did was say, "It's not about gay people." That's what he should have said.
What'd he say?
He started talking about his gay fans. Like, my gay fans. Yeah, it was nasty. Here you go. It was nasty.
It's this weak ass internet shit. One time, and I'm gonna get back to giving my love to my fans. See what I'm saying? Because what me and my fans do at the live show, it don't concern you niggas on the internet or you bitter bitches on the internet. It's not y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I do at a live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to somebody
that's not how that works,
looking
baby.
at a little 5-6 second clip from their goddamn crib on their phone. It just don't work like that. Like,
It actually does.
Yeah. It really does.
Yeah, but he put his foot in his mouth.
And that shit is working.
Right.
because regardless of what you motherfuckers talking about, how the internet and twisted up my motherfucking words, me and all my fans.
No, they didn't twist up your words. They twisted up your narrative.
Yeah. Yeah.
They used your words. They twisted up your narrative. And that's what he should have done. And that's what a lot of people fuck up at.
Correct your narrative.
Me and you talk about this all the time. Don't let them control your narrative.
Protect that.
Protect your narrative at all times. Say whatever you want, but you control the narrative. If you would have defended your narrative, that would have been bigger news Now it's not homophobic anymore. Or at least there's a chance that it's not.
Yeah.
But this what this nigga did with it.
The show, the gay ones and the straight ones, we turned the fuck up. I'm talking about my boy that was at the front of the stage, left over there by where I jumped at. Ask him, he got clips all on his shit. The whole night was recording. We were turned the whole night. My boy had the crop top on, front row. Yeah, out there in that jungle, in that water. Yeah, he out there. He's standing on the rail, got them cutting up. You know the words. I saw him. I'm rapping them bitches with him. Yeah, the hell y'all talking about? Y'all niggas, shut the fuck up. You niggas that ain't at the show. The show is for the niggas who paid the money and took the time out their life to come enjoy the show. Not you motherfuckers watching it.
Yeah, but how
on
do you?
The internet at the crib.
But the baby. That's the point. If you have people who showed up to see you, like you said, they paid and it's for them. What if they got AIDS, bro?
Right.
They're not gonna visibly get upset.
Right.
You can't.
Right. See,
if somebody say, yo, if you ain't got AIDS, you can't be like, hey man, why would you say that? Obviously, you got AIDS, nigga. Right. So there's no way for you to gauge how many people you hurt by saying that.
Right. And this is the thing, like, this is where intelligent people come into play. I'm not saying he's a dumb person, but this is where being gray area and understand how you protect your narrative. Because that would have been an easy spin for me, son. Even if I meant it, even if I was being homophobic, I would have spun that shit out that shit, son.
Yeah.
My response to that would have been completely different, bro. Like, you're not gonna call me homophobic, bro. I'm jumping on that immediately because I understand what I can do.
Yeah.
Instead, he used qualifying statements to prove that he's. Now you didn't say I'm not homophobic. You said you was turning it over to gay dude in the audience.
Yeah.
So?
Well, that's not a homophobic thing, but that's not the point.
Instead
of trying to prove, I mean, that's cool. Prove that you're cool with gay people. Prove that you're not homophobic. But before that, prove that that's not what the fuck you said.
Right.
Like, then you don't have to explain that you're cool with gay people.
Right.
Just, like, nigga, I never said that.
Right. But what's he doing? He's attacking the comments instead of attacking them trying to change his narrative.
Or protecting, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't protect his narrative. That's what happened.
Nope.
Oh, nigga, just get your tickets and come fuck with the live show killer, gay or straight. Don't let these motherfuckers hell. I say if you don't got AIDS, put a cell phone light up.
Okay.
I say if you ain't suck dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights up.
Okay.
So I could drop my next song. I wasn't going on no rant. That's called a call to action. That's what that's called, because I'm a live performer. I'm the best.
I just thought about something. I think what I said makes sense, bro.
What?
I think that's exactly what he was doing. He said so he could drop his next song.
What song was it?
The song that just came out.
Which one?
He was taking a shot at Lil Nas X.
What song that just came out?
All right, Lil Nas X just dropped the song, Industry Baby.
Yeah.
And the video is him in jail with gay dudes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He said if you ain't suck dick in the parking lot or you ain't got AIDS or whatever, and then did that song.
Hold on, you're not helping him right now.
I'm saying.
Because you're saying that what he was saying was about gay people. You're not helping your
No, I didn't hear this part of
your
it.
Capricorn brother right now.
I didn't hear this part. But what I'm saying is, he was taking a shot. Remember, Dababy has almost the identical video, but he's just straight. They doing the same shit in the same. Bro, they got the same video.
No, I get what you're saying, but
I can't help him no more.
You can't, cause now it's nigga. You was thinking about a gay dude when you said that age.
Hold on, bro.
Live performer, I'm the live show killer. You interact with your fans. You get what I'm saying? Look, all the lights went up, gay or straight. You want to know why? Because even my gay fans don't got fucking AIDS, stupid ass niggas. They don't got AIDS. My gay fans, they take care of themselves. They ain't going for that. They ain't no nasty gay niggas.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't no junkies. You know what I'm saying? On the street. The hell you talking about, nigga? Then I said, if you ain't suck dick in the Rolling Loud parking lot, put your cell phone light up. You know what my gay fans did? Put that motherfucking light up, nigga. Cause Cause my gay fans, they ain't got niggas. They ain't going for that. They got class, nigga. They ain't sucking no dick in no parking lot, nigga. You gotta get a room, nigga. A good one, 5-star hotel for them niggas. Or goddamn, yeah, you gotta wait till they go to the crib, nigga.
Yeah, I can't say.
Yo, baby.
Yeah,
Yo, bro.
yeah, he drowned, son. He drowned.
Shucking and jiving, bro.
Yeah, he drowned, son.
Hold on.
Is it more?
Did this hold on. I gotta unpack this. Hold on. Did he just try to gain favor with gay people by saying, he went classist?
Yeah.
First of all,
Because I'll say this. I know some bitches who suck dick. I've got my dick sucked several times by
there's
certain
nothing wrong with that.
Right. So if you do
Stop
it, you're
it.
gay, you nasty. That was
Not
crazy.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that
so
was
it's
a little
like
crazy.
It's never gonna end. You keep insulting people.
Right.
Now what are you talking about?
And he's yet to address. Listen, I understand standing on your square, standing on your words, right? Protect your narrative first, and then do all of this.
Yeah, man. That was that shit he just did was nasty.
I didn't hear all of this.
That was nasty.
I didn't hear all of this.
Cause now,
I was defending his initial statements.
He's front.
This is the response to the statements.
He's front. That nigga know damn well he's not sitting around talking about this type of gay person is cool, but this type of person.
I gotta hear the rest of this. Bro.
Nasty gay person who. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
I gotta hear the rest of this.
You just be out here just doing anything. Yeah, if they a fan of me, they on some big dog shit. We ain't just going for nothing. You know, even my gay fans got standards. Y'all nigga tripping. Y'all bringing negative attention and energy upon yourselves, and the ones that's doing it is people who didn't even attend the show. So this
that
shit
doesn't matter
don't concern y'all at all.
Y'all
niggas and y'all bitches who like to buddy in on goddamn other people business and play Superwoman and all that shit. Shut the fuck up. Don't be disturbing my motherfucking gay fans and goddamn making them feel uncomfortable in their skin. Cause you done goddamn seen some shit that you wasn't supposed to see anyway. You better thank Rolling Loud for streaming the shit. You ain't supposed to see that shit anyway. You ain't take the time or the energy or the dollar to bring your ass up there to the show. So you ain't supposed to get it. It ain't supposed to translate through a little 6-second clip on the cell phone. You see what I'm saying? That wasn't for y'all. Shit don't concern y'all. Shit concern the niggas that was there. Gay or straight or goddamn both or whatever, all that shit, man. None of that shit matter to me. What matter to me when I'm on that stage is putting on the show for any and everybody that's out there. And that's what the fuck I did. But ask my boy who was in the crop top on the front row how I cut up with him.
Yeah. That was nasty. That was a nasty cleanup, son.
I am not sorry.
Well, I just want to. I gotta hear this.
Fuck.
For something I didn't do.
Oh.
And I am not sorry.
Who that?
For the things I did do.
If you think yo, that shit ain't, yo.
Son, I love this nigga. So hold on.
You love the nigga that killed his girlfriend.
And I am not sorry for the things I did do.
Mr. O'Neill.
You know that was his sentencing, right? And he did that at the sentencing.
Oh, this is
This
new?
is months later. So look. He's getting sentenced, and this is what he did.
For something I didn't do. And I am not sorry for the things I did do.
Mr. O'Neill.
All right.
Listen, stop.
All right.
Listen to me.
I'm not
You're not going to raise your voice again.
I'm not going to raise my voice again.
So that nigga is hilarious, son. They gave that nigga 3 life sentences. Burned in hell, nigga. He's a piece of shit, bro. Nigga's hilarious,
If you
though,
think I came to play with you, I didn't, goddammit. Yo.
Son, that nigga's his voice control.
I hate that nigga, bro. That nigga looked at his son, was like, that was crazy, son.
Fuck him.
We not gonna get, that's old news though, but goddamn. Fuck that nigga.
let's get into this, man. COVID.
Oh God.
Sorry, Dovik. God damn it, Dovik numbers are back up.
Or is it Devoke?
Devoke. The Devoke numbers are back up. Governor Cuomo jumped in.
Back up.
Crazy what's going on right
Didn't
now.
Biden just ask him to step down?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yo, bro, these narratives, these things that's going on is just tying hand in hand. To me, I'm seeing a pattern here going on. And first of all, New York just passed a law to where you have to provide your vaccination proof to go to restaurants and bars and gyms in New York, right?
Yeah.
That's one. And two, that's a violation of HIPAA. It's a violation. Like you can't. Well, you can ask. I don't have to show it to you. But the two bump heads.
Then what?
Right. The two, you can, I guess you have the right to refuse, but you still broke the law by asking me to show you that. I don't understand how that works.
So is the law officially changed?
They haven't. I see that happening in more places now. Okay. I think New York is just where they set it off at.
Okay.
It's getting spooky out here. Then I see the American Medical Association is asking, and that's the conversation I really want to have with you, bro. Fuck this Devoke shit.
What?
We've been doing that and back. All right, so the American Medical Association, the AMA, is pushing to remove the gender off of birth certificates.
Yeah.
So no longer does science and your genetic makeup determine your gender. So a man, a boy born with a penis and testes, that can make a baby, and a girl who's born with a vagina, fallopian tubes, uterus, ovaries, that can carry that child, which are things designated to gender. It's no longer the your genetic makeup that determines what your gender is. I'm trying to figure this one out. I'm a very deep thinker. I mean, I could run to different resources to see why different, because even with the wacky conspiracy theorists and the fake deep people, they come up with good theories for these type of things, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what's the play here.
The play, okay, so
what's the play?
They're not trying to make anybody gay. Let's start there.
No. Yeah, right. I definitely think that's far from.
Yeah, that's
because that wouldn't be gay. That would be transgendered if that's the thing. But what are they trying to set us up for?
Good question.
That's the real question. What do you think anyway? I have my thoughts, but what do you think?
We talked about it already. They're what they're doing is they're slowly opening a very large door for, number one, to normalize unnatural behavior. Number two, it's like if you can carry out the idea of gender fluidity,
right,
then you can carry out any type of fluidity. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I think it's a door that once you open it, there's no closing it.
Right.
And then it opens the doors for all things similar to that have that same dynamic. I think this country is run by pedophiles.
Okay.
And I think that you have to slowly reset the mind of what is considered moral, what is considered natural, and what is considered advancement and evolution.
So you think they're mentally...
So they have to play. I think that when they play with all of these things, they open this big door,
right,
to reset,
right,
and restructure,
right,
civilization as we know it. Which, not to sound like a corny, fake, deep nigga, but that is the New World Order.
Right. So what they're doing is they're systematically, what's the word I'm looking for? They're systematically interrupting the natural order of things.
Yeah, they're like resetting
it. So it's just like they're buck breaking us.
You know when you got to format your fucking external drive?
Right. They're buck breaking us.
Buck breaking.
Buck breaking, you know what that is. That was during slavery where they would have a boy or they would have the boy have sex with their father in front of the mother.
Yes.
Reprogram. And so he had no control over that, but it would automatically. It's just like put it like this. Let me give you an example. Right. Say if some dudes, God forbid, held you at gunpoint and watch your woman get raped.
Okay.
Made you watch it. Of course,
that breaking
she knows. Yeah. She knows that there's nothing you can do at that moment.
Doesn't
but
matter
die.
Though. The fact is,
it doesn't matter. The fact is
instinct. The instinct is did not protect me. It doesn't matter. That's subconscious. Didn't protect me. So she's gonna look at you different.
In a sense, this is kind of what they're doing to us. Like they're making us deal with things that we know is fucked up and unnatural.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
We know it is.
Yeah.
But if it becomes like something that's entered into law,
yeah.
Remember, not too long ago, it was legal to marry a 13-year-old. It was legal to do that, but we were trained that it's perverse.
Yes.
So now it's like, let's reset this thing a little bit. Yeah. We missed that, maybe. You know what I mean? Right? So, but my thing is, by removing the gender, right? I'm thinking on a scientific level, what the fuck are they about to start doing with babies? Because if you're born with a penis, you're a boy. So because if there's no gender on the birth certificate, that means you can enter the information later.
What you gonna do when they start saying you can't even call a human a baby?
I got something for you.
It's just a human.
I got something for you. And you know what's crazy?
Because if it's just a human, I can fuck them, right? I can just fuck a human, right?
It's just like on iRobot, when you couldn't charge a robot with murder because it wasn't human.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I talk about Ray Kurzweil all the time. I think I brought him up last episode.
Right.
That's his goal.
Right.
The fluidity of gender. No, he never said gender, but the artificial intelligence. But you have to think about it, right? There's steps to this shit. You can't jump to that. You have to reset everything first.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that it is leading up to the pedophile shit. I think it's really that simple. I really think that they just want a world where they could be pedophiles without being judged for it. And I think that they have to go through steps. It's like the first thing you have to do is the first thing you got to do is kill the negative stigma with sex, which I agree with.
Okay.
See, which I agree with that. But I think they're using I agree with them, but they're doing it for a different reason from why I want to do it. I want to uplift the shame from people. You know what I'm saying? But I think they're doing it just to open take the stigma off of sex. Boom. All right, so now you got young people, parents who aren't even putting any block on sex, which I kind of agree with that. Cool. Move forward. Now you got gay people. Not only have they become equal, which is fine. Yes, everybody's equal, but they have surpassed equality. They're dominant now.
100%.
Cool. So now, no matter how you look at it, and this is not opinion, just on a biological level, gay lifestyle is opposite of a fruitful, productive human lifestyle.
100%, because they physically can't do it.
Yes, that's all. I'm just talking science.
Factual, yes. Just
science. Right? So boom. So now you made that and you neutralized that, right? To where you can't even say it's unnatural. You can't even that's homophobia. Right?
Right.
If Sarah was here and you go, you know what I mean, Sarah Kimball, shout out to her. If I said what I just said, she would probably find a way to make that homophobic. Cool.
Right.
Cool. So now, you clear up the gay shit, right? So we know NAMBLA. We know
the NAMBLA is the North American Man Boy Lovers Association.
Yes.
Very real organization.
Man, boy.
Yeah.
Right? So they already are marching in gay pride parades.
Very true. Look it up if y'all don't believe it.
You can't just walk in a parade. You have to be sanctioned.
Sanctioned. So
some type of government, there's some type of government aid to that pedophilic group. So if you can slowly reset these clearly natural things, right? I feel like if I put my brain, if I put myself in the shoes of a pedophile, I feel like every one of these steps gets you closer. It's like, oh shit, the world looked at that as taboo, and now they're accepting that. Oh shit, now they're accepting that. Oh shit, damn, we might could get this.
Herein lies the problem with conformity.
Yeah.
And this is what I always say. I make several videos about that. This is the problem with conforming to everybody. I believe this. Certain people deserve. If you live your life and your lifestyle doesn't harm anybody mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever like that, you should be able to have rights.
Yes.
Right? But there's also people who practice bestiality.
Yeah.
We do know that a human brain isn't fully developed to the age of 25.
25, yeah.
Right? But we do know that the human brain is a girl's brain is definitely not developed at 13, even though she may have menstruation cycles. All that means is she's prepared to
reproduce.
To reproduce. That was the thing back then. She's. I remember my father used to say that shit, man. He joked about it, but I'm like, yeah, nigga. He used to be like, yeah, she old enough to bleed, she old enough to butcher. He used to say some wild shit.
After 12,
a lot of old.
After 12 is lunchtime.
Yeah, like if she could bleed, she could breathe. Niggas say old niggas used to say wild shit like that. You heard it before when you was younger.
I've heard it.
They say the wildest shit.
Yeah.
But we know what kind of mental anguish and damage that could do. Therefore, the laws would change because men were taking advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
Perversion isn't just a man or a woman being attracted to a younger person. Perversion itself is doing something that unnaturally that's not supposed to be going down.
Yeah, and normalizing it.
That's what perversion is.
Yeah, yep.
So they're perverting your gender to a certain extent because science tells me that I'm a man. I have a penis. I'm bigger than women.
Different hormones.
I'm full of testosterone. She's full of estrogen.
Which changes the way you think and the way you view things.
Right. Just like how now in the Olympic Games, which is going on right now, you got a transgendered woman competing in a weightlifting competition.
No.
Oh, you didn't know about this?
In the Olympics?
In the Olympics.
No. Come on.
Bro.
Come on. I didn't know that. That's not. I thought that would have been the talk of the
huge news. It's what country is it? What country is it?
Come on.
Yeah.
Man.
It's happening, bro.
Come on.
Yeah, bro. Look.
That's stupid, man.
Trans.
Now, remember we talked about this a couple months ago, and you were like, "Is it a thing, though?" Remember, you were like,
"Right."
Are they really Olympics?"
Trans. Look. Trans. This is bro. Huge. One.
Of course.
This is 5 hours ago.
How can you lose? How do you lose?
Look, here we go. 2 days ago. New Zealander weightlifter Laurel Hubbard makes Olympic history as transgendered athlete. Huge. This is a man, bro. Wow. This is a man competing with women. Wow. Tokyo, the global discussion of transgender athletes and their place sort remains nascent. A quiet and dignified human being in the eye of the noise took stage at a weightlifting competition Monday night, whereupon the weight looked even heavier than usual. Laurel Hubbard, the first openly transgendered female athlete to compete in the Olympics in an individual sport, missed on all three of her attempts in the snatch, the first of two disciplines in the competition, quashing her hopes with surprising haste in the super heavyweight division of lifters who weigh 87 or more kilograms. Bro, well, obviously he sucks in this competition, but this opens up the floodgates, bro. You know what I mean? And for anybody to think this is cool.
There's no backlash?
Oh, it's getting backlash, but they sanctioned it. So the backlash is going to go how far? They already sanctioned it. They say, yeah. All right, now here's the thing about the Dababies. I did a whole video about this, and it was nuts to me, bro.
Are we a normal family? We have to.
Let's see. I need to look for this news thing because I did a video about this, and people thought I was bugging. And this is very recently I did this video, bro, and I was like, holy shit. I'm like, this lady is out of her mind talking about this shit, bro. Out of her mind. I'm like, what the fuck is a they be? Here it is. Look, check it out.
Having a baby used to be a straightforward proposition. You could have a boy or you could have a girl. But now there's a third option. It's called steep civilizational decline. A handful of parents across America are deliberately keeping their children's sex hidden and instead raising so-called theybies. The idea is that only the children themselves should be able to decide whether they are boys or girls, without any of that pesky biological reality getting in the way.
Oh, no.
It's all very confusing, like a lot of 2018 is. So, of course...
This is 2018, bro. I did a video about this. This is crazy. When I saw a video about this, I laughed. I'm like, this is nuts. Bro, now you have the American Medical Association actually trying to do this shit. I thought this was crazy. Listen to this shit, bro. Listen to this woman.
We called in our interpreter of all things progressive, our liberal Sherpa, Kathy Aru, founding publisher of Catalina Magazine. She joins us tonight. So, Kathy, goes without saying you're for this, of course.
Yep.
But doesn't this mean if you're going to raise a they-be, how would you be able to change your child's diaper? Because the second you change the diaper, of course, you'd no longer be able to pretend that there was a question about whether this was a boy or girl. You would know.
Well, it's not about pretending. The parent definitely knows the gender. It's about not necessarily labeling the baby. It's about allowing the baby to decide what gender that baby wants to be when that baby can decide, which is around 4 years old.
Bro, this is real life. I made a video about this, my nigga. A they be, my nigga. Keep listening. I know your mind is blown right now, but please listen to this crazy shit, my nigga.
So from 0 to 4, the baby will not be labeled. The labeling theory will not apply from 0 to 4 years old. The baby will...
Labeling theory, bro. Even if it wasn't called a boy or girl, there's a clear, distinct difference between men and women. I'll play some more.
Yo.
A they be. Neither a boy nor a girl. Whatever gender that baby chooses to be.
What other profound life decisions do we think people ought to be making at the age of 4? Are there any others?
Okay, I like this guy.
Well,
whether to get a tattoo, whether to get married, enlisting in the military, voting, drinking vodka, smoking Marlboro Reds. Is there anything else that we think 4-year-olds are ready to decide?
This isn't actually a profound life decision. I mean, biologically, there's nothing really going on from 0 to 4 in that area that affects a person's life. Biologically, the experts say that boys and girls, all genders are alike.
So, forget the fact that they have vagina. They still have different genitalia.
Well, they're not having sex yet, so.
Still
No,
have the same
I'm,
function.
you know me.
Well, it's not just the genitalia. Also, they still have a uterus. They still have fallopian tubes. These things are there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So,
Well, but she's speaking to if it affects them, their character.
Okay, got you.
So not yet, right?
Not
Because
yet.
all they doing is just peeing and shit.
Right.
Boy's brain, the male brain might be a little larger. The female's language might be a little bit more advanced.
Okay, no
maybe,
sexism
but-
on my show. Hold on. Whoa, slow
Sorry,
down. No, here
sorry.
you're out there like
They say maybe
boys'
those
brains
things are
are
true.
larger. And I just want to say that kind of toxic masculinity has no place on this program.
Sorry.
Thank you
That was
very
some
much.
jarring, that was some
But
jarring
look,
shit.
The bottom
Yeah,
line is,
yeah.
all they can think of like difference in brain size, difference in genitalia, difference in bone structure,
Perhaps.
just minor things
Minor.
minor things like that.
Yeah.
No, not perhaps, like factually. So those are not minor things. Those are definitive things.
100%.
Minor.
So, like, why would you not tell your kids about that? You know, at some point they're going to drop trow and look down and say, wait, we look different. And you're going to be like, no, you don't. You're exactly the same.
Right.
And
that's lying, isn't it?
That's when the child, they say, is around 4 years old. So around 0 to 4.
Then what? But then what?
We're not going to say to a little female, a girl that you're a little princess, or boy, you're such a tiger. The labels are gone.
No, I'm with
you're
that.
not going
I'm with
to
that.
put that outside influence on a child.
I'm with
you're
that.
just going to be neutral. Everything's going to be neutral.
The outside influence of biological reality.
Yo, listen. This is exactly what I be talking about. She is using good art. She's weaponizing good arguments that have nothing to do with what the fuck she's talking about.
Right.
I'm 100%.
We're talking about specifically.
This is scary.
We're talking about specifically the gender, bro.
Yes,
that's it.
She's taking the argument of attaching characteristics to gender, which is dead wrong. You know, getting a daughter, making her room all pink,
right,
and telling her that her favorite color is pink.
Right.
A lot of girls' favorite color is pink because their parents gave them everything pink. To like they needed some type of reminder to remind everybody that their kid is a girl.
Right.
We know your kid is a girl, bro. I mean, let them tell you what their favorite color is.
Right.
So she used that. That's some real shit. I'm on that.
Right.
I'm not with the goo goo gaga shit.
You see, I talk to my kids.
And that's why
I talk to my kids like adults.
Pancake Man is articulate.
3 years old. He speaks like a fucking.
You ain't never take your baba.
Nope.
Or eat. Fight.
Nope.
All that stupid
I talk
shit.
to him like he's grown.
You're teaching your kid one language and then you're teaching him another language. Then you wonder why they're slow in school because you taught them fight instead of just fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm with all of that, what she's talking about. But how are you connecting that to the biological identification of their gender?
Let's see.
With anything else, but could we decide that we're not going to acknowledge temperature or weather or traffic?
Right.
And you
like
could just say, you know what? I don't think it's raining outside.
Yeah.
Or you can decide whether it's raining outside. I mean, the weatherman says it is, that there's snow on the ground. Or the weather, you know what I mean? The weatherman says that it's 15 degrees out. But I'm going to, you know what I mean? Just kind of make up my own reality.
The parents who are really leading this
we acknowledge
movement,
biology and nature as real, right?
But the biology, the parents who came out with this, who came out in the New York Times and started this Dababy awareness, this gender-neutral awareness for babies, basically said, why should people be so obsessed if your baby is going to be a boy or a girl? Who cares about that area? It's actually a little human. We are bringing a little human into the world. Who cares about the genitalia?
Hold on. Defining the gender doesn't make them not human. And she didn't answer anything he said.
They never do, bro.
He said, okay, so you take that logic and apply it to other things in life, like the weather. It's 32 degrees. It's hot. But you know what? I say I'm cold. I said some stupid shit. It's 90 degrees. It's hot. But you know what? To me, it's 30 degrees. I'm cold.
Right.
He was trying to give her, and remember last week when Sarah tried to, I just didn't feel like arguing with her. She said some goofy shit. But I said, I tried to explain to her. You remember when you was like, I like Lil Nas X because he lives his truth. Right. And I said, well, Hitler lived his truth.
Right.
And you guys were like, he's a psycho. You can't compare the two. I wasn't comparing the two.
You're just talking about the fact that he lived the truth.
I was throwing something at you to see how far your theory will go. Or your code. Because everybody lives by code. I test people's codes. When I'm doing that, that's what it is.
Right.
So if you say something absolute, you know me. Absolute statements fuck with me. So they like trigger something in me when people make absolute statements. Women are like this. Oh yeah? Well, what about this woman?
Blanket statements.
Blanket statements. So that's how I saw blanket statements. So you get what I'm saying? So so she goes, damn, there was a point. What the fuck was my point? I killed myself. What am I reacting to?
Can we go back a little bit?
Yeah, she said, what did she say? What am I reacting to?
Go back a little bit.
A little human. We are bringing a little human into the world. Who cares about the genitalia? Who cares?
May I just suggest why? And this isn't just my opinion.
Yeah.
boy or a girl. Who cares? Why should people be so obsessed if your baby is going to be a
Right.
boy or a girl? Who cares about
I got
that
it now. I
area?
got it.
It's actually a little human. We're
So when he goes, when he's testing, what he's doing is he's testing her logic.
Right.
He wasn't comparing
Right.
gender to the weather.
Right. Right. Right.
No, he just came with something extreme to show you that your lot, or not even to show you, to give you an opportunity
And
to confirm your logic
Can you apply that logic
across the board?
Right.
Right. And that's what it was about. I didn't feel like arguing with her because she was just going too hard. But,
Right.
But yeah.
bringing a little human into the world. Who cares about the genitalia? Who cares?
May I just suggest why? And this isn't just my opinion, but the opinion of every person who's ever lived going back, let's just say 10,000 years for the sake of neatness. Because men and women are completely different in key ways.
Babies?
Can we not say that anymore?
Babies are different. Babies aren't different. They're little.
They are.
Human beings, and there's
Turning
not much
into
of a
something
difference between different genders. No.
Oh my God. Yo, her logic.
There is no difference. And men
Her
and women,
logic is
we would
crazy.
say,
I'm trying to laugh so I don't cry. Kathy Aru, you can be equal but different, which they are.
All right. Here's my thing, right? So you hear something like that just 3 years ago, right? To know that there are groups of people in power that agree with her is some scary ass shit, bro. Think about it. Let's get into religion. Let's talk about religion for a second, right?
Sure.
Now we do know that there are religions that existed that preceded Christianity, right? Religions. We know that there are
religion is a practice of worship concerning a deity.
Correct. We know that there were thousands of religions that
pagan.
But religions, nevertheless, there were things that people believed in prior to the inception of Christianity.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Oh, hell yeah, for sure.
The first people who heard about Christianity was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" You know that they was like, "What? This is crazy."
Treaty of Versailles. Emperor Constantine.
But it shows you how things start. We watch these little fringe groups grow.
Yeah.
Right? And it happened with everything. It happened with,
It's a great example.
Even with the LGBT community. Nigga, I'm left-handed, bro. There was a time in this country, in this world, where they were burning left-handed people at the stake.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's true.
The word right means right because right is supposed to be right. The right way to do things.
Yeah, righteous.
Right. Left is you're retarded. You're lame. Left was wrong.
What is the righteous for left? Because right is short for righteous.
Right.
So what is left short for?
Left, it could be. Let's see.
Wow.
Let's see. Let's check it out.
Put etymology of the word left.
Right. All right. So look, left is negative, bro.
It has to be because it's the opposite of righteous.
Of the word left. Check it. Let's check it
Yo,
out.
people stupid.
Let's check it out. Look at that. Look. Old English, lift. The left-handed side being regarded as the weaker side of the body. Let's see translation. Let's see translation to the definition.
Because most people are right-handed.
It's all negative. Look. To be clumsy or awkward. You know what I mean? When you're doing something wrong, you're going left.
Yeah, you're going left. You went left field.
You went left field, right? Then it turns out later on in life, you find out that left-handed people have access to another side of the brain, that people don't even access. This is what
That's why it's even an option.
It's an option. So left-handed people, in retrospect, are naturally smarter than right-handed people. That's why it's a rarity.
Well, not smarter.
Well, we just utilize more portions of our brain than a typical right-handed person, right?
Yeah.
But because it wasn't normal, it actually was normal, right? It was normal. Like if a baby decides what hand they're gonna write with, what hand they're gonna utilize the most.
Yeah, we teach them it's the right hand.
Right. We teach the right hand. When I was a kid in school, the loose leaf papers. Bro, I had the knowledge to remove the loose leaf paper and put holes on both sides. Because for me, when I would write like this, it's designed for a right-handed person.
Is right-handed natural?
Check this out. Yeah.
Or is it taught?
It's natural.
Okay.
It's more natural because think about it. I'm not saying I'm a genius, but geniuses are rare, right? So it's not natural to be a genius. It's natural to be average.
Okay.
That's natural. That's the natural IQ of the typical human being.
Yeah.
So when you're left-handed, they treated you like you're fucking weird. There's something wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
You operate like the most. You just write with a different hand.
Yeah.
They would kill left-handed people, bro.
That's nuts.
Right? So all of these things, these practices, later on in life, we find out that this is fucking nuts. Right? It started with religion like that, and then you know what happened? It became the norm. Today's date is August 4th?
Yeah.
2021. Why is that the day?
Oh, you going in.
We're 2021 years, 8 months, and 4 days into when time started after the death of Jesus Christ.
Yes.
We do know that human life existed before that.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the dates were calculated in a different way prior to that.
Yes.
But Christianity changed the date.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But before that, people were thinking differently.
Mm-hmm.
So as crazy as this shit sounded 3 years ago.
So many examples of super unnatural shit becoming
crazy
normal.
as this shit sounded 3 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
And I did a video about this recently.
Uh-huh.
The American Medical Association are now pushing this shit, bro. That shit is nuts. And that's why I say to you, my friend, and say to everybody else listening and watching, what's the play here? I
really think it's pedophilia. And here's why. You know why that sound fake deep, right? But you have to understand. American culture comes from English culture.
European.
No, English specifically. America is a baby of England.
Facts.
English culture comes from Roman culture. Roman culture comes from Greek culture. Greek culture is pedophilia.
100%.
The religion of it is rooted in a character named Zeus. Zeus's other name is God. When you say God, you are specifically talking about Zeus. Zeus is not the name for the creator of man.
Right.
I'm sorry, God is not the name for creator of man. God is the name of Zeus. That's why you have to understand etymology is very important. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know the history of Catholicism and Christianity, it was taken over by a pagan named Emperor Constantine. That's what I brought up earlier.
Right.
So he infused a lot of pagan shit in Christianity. So you got to understand, you're talking about Zeus when you say God. Zeus had a significant other. His name, when he was a child, was Cupid.
Right.
When Cupid grew to be a man, but Cupid was always Zeus's little boyfriend.
Right.
This is the story. This is not even
right.
Zeus's little boyfriend was Cupid, and then Cupid grew to be, his name changed when he got into older, or whatever the case may be. So
start with a D.
Yeah, it's a weird name, but Cupid, yeah, Cupid was Zeus's little boy toy,
right?
Straight up. So, and then Cupid is now the symbol of love, one of the symbols of love.
He's a baby,
and he's a baby. Okay, so the Greeks are very gay and very pedophilia, but very pedophilia based.
Sodomy.
So you have to understand, like,
and it's typically amongst the men.
Yeah, and here's the tip. The people who run the world are very ritualistic, meaning that they keep traditions, right? And they leave no room. They don't get rid of no traditions. They keep shit. You want to know what they on? Just pay attention to the shit they keep. Like that they keep bringing back for the new generation. The new generation needs to learn this. The new generation needs to learn this. The new generation needs to learn this. Mm-hmm. So Greek life, you go to high school, you get out of high school, you go to college, you become a fucking Greek.
Right.
A guy who's 2 years older than you bends you over and paddles you. You know what I mean? And then after they paddle you and haze you and all that shit. So you got to think about it, right? Think about it, okay? Olympics is what? Greek.
100%.
Right? We're watching the Olympics right now.
Right.
They shut the world down to watch this shit every year.
Right.
Right? So the Olympics is Greek. You go to college, you become a Greek. It's popular to become Greek. Literally, they call it becoming Greek. Right? Greek is pedophilia based. Think about it. Now, in the Olympics, you heard the original story of wrestling.
100%.
What's the original story of wrestling, Dirt? Tell the people.
So our Greco-Roman wrestling?
Yeah. Greek. Greco.
Greco-Roman wrestling was.
Greco is Greek.
Yeah,
that word.
It's very similar to the story of the Spartans.
This wrestling. How do you win a wrestling match in ancient Greece?
You pin the man down,
and then what?
You sodomize him. You fuck him.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So now in 2021, you still wrestle.
You pin him. Though.
You still pin him.
Right.
But instead you. Right? Because it's PC culture. You can't do that no more.
Right.
You can't sodomize the man and humble him. So now, real quick. So equate that. We talking about giving you extremes of logic, right? Let's test that logic.
Right.
So if it started out as pinning the man and sodomizing him, right?
Right.
So you know that it's the ritual has been diluted, right?
Right.
So in Greek life, in order, you have to pay the penalties for your degrees. Degrees is knowledge and clout, basically clout, right? Yeah. You pay your penalties for it.
Right.
The first penalty you pay just to cross over to even be identified as one of them is to be spanked.
Yeah.
So now, if you use the same logic, yeah, you
going there.
You know where I'm going. If you use the same logic, so you have to go, okay, if modern wrestling, Greek wrestling, right, is now you just a little pin when it used to get fucked, right? You get hazed and spanked on the ass. Do you think that going backwards?
These niggas is nasty.
Do you think it gets more extreme or less extreme? What do you think you had to do to become Greek back in the day?
I think now you go back to make it more of a norm. Once you enter it back into normal society, it is what it is.
You have to ask yourself, if these people worship the Greek life so much, don't you think that they wanted to go back to what it was?
Why not?
Or at least look at that as what it should be.
Right.
Just to answer your question, where this is all going.
All right. This what Donald Trump was talking about.
I don't remember any gender fluidity laws being passed during that man's
term. And it's happening very fast.
And there was a bunch of them during Obama's.
It's happening,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's happening very fast.
The bathroom shit was Obama.
It's bro. This shit is
marriage.
It's happening at a lightning pace. It's happening. It's lightning fast, and it's scary fast. How quick these things.
Yeah, when did it start? It literally started with Obama's term. Literally, because I remember Nicki, Lady Gaga. I remember the whole shit. The first gay pride parade shit. Well, not the first, but after when they got the colors. Oh, do you know that? And this is some deep shit. I was gonna send it to you, but he got too fake deep, so I didn't send it. The colors of the rainbow are the exact same colors of the chakra. The chakra. What's the word?
The chart.
The chart.
Okay.
The colors that go down from your lower chakra to your higher chakra up to your pineal gland. Those colors are the exact same colors as the rainbow, the LGBTQ rainbow. Only thing is, it's inverted. Now, obviously, if you don't believe in the chakra theory, you know what I'm saying, then it doesn't mean nothing to you. But deal with intention. Why revert something? It's the same thing with Christianity. The day of worship was Saturday, Sabbath day, right? And the first day of the week was Sabbath day.
Right.
Sorry, I'm bugging out. The last day of the week was Sabbath.
The Sabbath, yeah.
The first day is Sunday,
right?
Which is Sunday, though sun worship day, and they switched it. So they made Sunday the last day, and switched it to Monday. That's inverted. They inverted it. So when they do shit like that, the upside down cross represents the devil, right? So when they do inverts, the swastika is old ancient Kemetic sign.
100% comes from old priests.
Yeah,
they wore that.
Yeah, that represent the universe.
Right.
Like, and also DNA, the way it's shaped.
Right. Listen, if you guys want to get information on this, there's two things you can watch. No, two things you can watch.
Yeah.
You can watch one. Definitely watch Zeitgeist. Love it. But one of the best pieces of art to watch on that. It's actually a comedy special. Religious.
George Carlin? Oh, Religious. Oh, Bill Maher. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was good.
Amazing.
He's atheist though.
Still.
Yeah.
Remove that.
Yeah.
Atheism
is crazy.
But atheism is also a religion.
That's why it's crazy.
He doesn't subscribe to atheism. He just doesn't believe in shit.
Oh, he's not atheist?
No, he don't believe.
Oh, okay.
He just don't believe.
I thought he was claiming.
But he doesn't say he's atheist.
No.
People accuse me of being atheist. I'm just against religion.
Yeah,
I do believe in a higher power, but I don't believe in any religions because I don't believe in anything man-made.
Me neither.
I don't. It's bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
Dope conversation, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rise and this video that says
I strongly believe that's where they're headed. That's why
it's the rise of Dababies. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in 2 seconds.
Whoa.
All Jokes Aside podcast.
Fredo.
What's the name of the podcast?
All Jokes Aside.
I love that.
All jokes aside, nigga. This
I love that. Bitch, all jokes aside. Bitch, all jokes aside.
You're checking into All Jokes Aside podcast.
Bitch, all jokes aside.
I'm rocking with All Jokes Aside podcast.
Bitch, all jokes aside.
And you listening to All Jokes Aside podcast. Turn up.
All jokes aside, you are rocking with All Jokes Aside, the podcast.
Yeah, my nigga. So, bro, I'm at it right now, hard body, with the fake deep community. You know what I mean? Some people specifically the Hebrew Israelites.
Read.
And you know what's crazy about it, bro? It all started from some bullshit. And I'm like, you know what? It confirms my theory that this group of black people are, one, super unnecessary to the advancement of black people. And they're toxic as fuck. And they're not for black people like they think they are. It's sad because it's really a self-serving community. You know what I mean? Now, I'm pretty sure there's probably some who get involved with this community and realize like, yo, this shit is bullshit. Bro, it started from earlier. I was having a conversation about the Verzuz battle with my boy DJ Remington Steele. Shout out to Remington Steele. Remington Steele is arguably, he's a legendary DJ, right? He's been DJing over 20 years, hip hop. He's just old school music motherfucker. You know what I mean? So me and him got to talking about the Verzuz, and he was breaking it down on a music level as far as how the Locks handle Dipset. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, in the comments is a black woman, and her first comment to me was, I need to see you have this conversation with a black man about this, somebody who's of the culture. So when I saw that, it triggered me. I'm like, yo, listen, first of all, you're not going to disrespect this man right here on my live. One, that's my friend. And two, since when does white determine your knowledge of music? It's music.
Yeah.
The man knows what he knows his music.
No doubt.
So because you want to see a black man have a discussion about a music that black people do, mm-hmm. It's offensive to you that a white man is discussing it. It's regardless of how knowledgeable he is. So all she saw at this moment was the fact that he was white. Mm-hmm. She didn't see that he was talking about music.
Yeah.
So I checked her real quick about it, right? So it was a little back and forth. I had to even get him off the live because she was going in on me. I hit her up to go live with me. She declined it because most of them in that community are cowards. I said, go live with me. because I could be getting something you saying misconstrued. I could be wrong about what you're saying. Go live. I gave her the opportunity to go live with me. She didn't accept the live. I'm like, okay, you a coward. You just want to be in here typing and coming at me sideways. Blocked their ass. Once I blocked her, she came back in from another page talking shit again. Calling me all types of coons. Oh, I'm bowing down to massa and all of this other dumb shit. And I'm like,
massa.
Yeah. Bro, why is that always their first go-to, bro? You know what I mean? So it wasn't the fact that you came in with disrespect, so I gave you disrespect right back. I don't respect this shit. She goes on her page, proceeds to, nigga, right on her page right now, she got about 10 videos of me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't care. Now she got all of these fake, deep Hebrew Israelite niggas on my page talking wild shit to me, right? I don't give a fuck about none of them broke ass niggas, to be honest with you. I don't.
What are they saying?
They're reading Bible verses to me and
really?
Yeah, putting fucking 500 character posts on my comments on my shit.
Nice.
I don't care about none of these niggas, bro. And that's why I wanted to go live, because I wanted to explain to them that honestly, nobody gives a fuck about y'all niggas. Like, y'all are the worst of the worst. Like, I've never seen, for me personally, from what I've experienced in life, aside from little niggas that don't have knowledge and they out here killing each other.
Yeah.
The Hebrew Israelite community are one of the worst groups for black people ever, because they wear this cloak of we're here to help, and they don't do shit for nobody, bro. They don't help the community at all. And I hope y'all niggas watching too, because this is for y'all. That's why I'm live on Instagram right now. The Hebrew Israelite community is one of the most non-productive communities. They are doing the same shit. There's no progress. These niggas are still on street corners screaming. They don't own no buildings. They don't contribute nothing to society.
Hebrew Israelites did buy a facility right by my barbershop.
Here?
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Well, how are they funded? Non-profit?
They are non-profit. So that's
right. That's where they get their funding from. But what are they giving back?
Nothing.
Right, nothing, bro.
They're giving you okay. I always say Hebrew Israelites are good for black Christians because
I agree with you on that.
Because they correct the narrative, you know what I'm saying, of who the Bible is about.
Right.
Identifying who the enemy is in the Bible and all that good shit.
So real quick.
Yeah.
Their existence makes sense when pertaining to religion.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But as far as the life and progress of black people, every black person is not a Hebrew Israelite. Also, all black people are not Christians, Catholics.
Hell no.
They're not.
Yeah.
So what do you offer? And then I noticed with them, when you go against their religion, they no longer want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
They denounce you.
Oh yeah, that's religion though.
Right. That they denounce you.
Yeah.
They don't. It's like this. If you're here to help black people, you're here to help black people.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter what your religious background is or what you believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that with this fucking idiot earlier today who was talking on my comments, and all these motherfuckers talking on my comments. The minute I say I'm friends or do business with white people, all of a sudden I'm a coon.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they don't do no business at all. Like, y'all don't even do business with each other.
Yeah.
Son. And then I say, yo, she started clipping up bars too. I'm like, yo, the spook that sat by the door, shorty. Get with it. You know what that is? She put a clip of that on her page.
Yeah.
And I commented like, yo, maybe you should read up on that. You don't know what that is.
For those that don't know.
For those who don't know. Spook that sat by the door. I want y'all to go read the book. But pretty much, it's a black man who infiltrated the CIA, and he utilized their knowledge to get ahead. Period. So he wasn't, it may perceive from the blind eye looking in that he's kissing ass. You know who's a prime example of the spook was out by the door? Jay-Z.
I knew you was going to say that.
Jay-Z. Prime example of that.
Yeah.
Remained quiet on all his agendas and all his black movements and all of that shit. Became very good friends with people in high places. And look at him now.
Yeah, he been woke since Watch the Throne.
Bro,
but
woke like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he been dropping that shit.
And the thing with them is they limit their knowledge of woke only to the brain.
What you mean?
Just knowing shit, just amassing, just getting knowledge.
Yeah.
Like that's enough. You can't get ahead in life just knowing shit. How are you putting any of these things to use? Right? Like, what are you doing with the knowledge that you've obtained? It's cool and great to know all of these things, but what are you doing with it? And that's my problem with that community, bro. I've never seen any organizations where they help. It's like they only help people who think like them. From what I've seen.
Yeah.
They want to convert all of these young black men to put on tassels on their fucking shirts and stand on the corner reading from the Bible, son.
Yeah.
That shit is bullshit, bro.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's also stating the obvious.
Yeah.
We're the original man, and it's not even all right. Okay, there are a lot of people who do need to understand that, but even like ignorant black people kind of understand that black people are special compared to other people.
100%.
I mean,
just physically,
and lately, there's been a lot of good work done on the internet to expose a lot of things that were started by black people that we didn't know,
right,
and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, me personally, I've been, I'm from uptown, so, Hebrew Israelites used to be known to be in Harlem, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing or whatever the case may be. So I've met plenty Hebrew Israelites, and I always ask them, what the overall end goal is, and they always seem to have a little struggle explaining that.
Right.
And the best answer I've gotten, or not even the best, the most clear answer I've gotten, the clearest answer I've gotten was that they're trying to show all of the Israelites in the world that they are Israelites, that they are the true Israelite in the Bible.
Right.
Now, in the Bible, the Israelite are the ones who actually wrote the text that became the Bible.
Right.
They are black, and they formed their group in Egypt.
Right.
So they were a set of black people who kind of had their own approach to spirituality,
right,
and they got kicked out of Egypt.
Right. Facts.
Why did they get kicked out of Egypt? I forgot. Damn. Holla at, if y'all really want to dig into this, look up Sarah Suit and Seti, General Seti.
Yes.
He's probably one of the best at like whipping the Israelites' ass. And Sarah Suit and Seti,
he deflected from them, right?
Huh?
He defected from them. Because Suit and
was
Seti,
he ever an Israelite? I don't think he was ever an Israelite. No, it's somebody else you're thinking of who used to be an Israelite and kind of fell back from them. I forgot his name. Damn, he's a dark-skinned dude. I know who you're talking about.
I thought General Suit and Seti was Israelite.
No, he was always Kemetic. He's always
Kemetic. Okay, he's Kemetic. Okay,
he was always Hotep.
Right.
He was always Kemetic. But he's a gangster though with it. So he always whooped their ass, or whatever the case may be. Cause
Polite been destroying him for years.
Yeah, Polite
been killing him.
Just off of
Young Pharaoh been killing him for years.
Yeah, exactly. Pharaoh came up under Sarah Suit and Seti,
right?
General Seti, but they never really. Their only point is to basically prove to you that you are the original man. And in 2021, okay, in 1999, 2002, 2003, that was a big deal. But in 2021, black people kind of know that.
Right. That
the most ignorant black man knows.
And let me
he that nigga.
Let me interject on your point real quick. Mm-hmm. Knowledge of self and knowing about yourself only made you a better person when your resources were limited, or at least when we thought our resources were limited.
Facts.
Now we are afforded the same opportunities of the people that are in power.
Yeah.
We can get business loans. We can open up our own businesses. You see where I live. You're in my house right now.
Yeah.
I live in a completely white neighborhood.
Yeah.
I would love to live in a upper class black neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I live in Florida. It's far and few. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't Atlanta, nigga.
This ain't Atlanta. Atlanta, you have these shits all over the place. Yeah. But this is Florida. Don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I would prefer to live around my people.
Mm-hmm.
But I live in Florida. And in Florida, in the area we live in, the upscale neighborhoods are white.
Yeah.
That's where I live.
Yeah.
So with that being said, they'll call me a coon for that. Like I opted to live around white people. No, I opted to live in an upscale neighborhood. A neighborhood.
Is it because they think you're bragging about it?
Yeah, I'm not bragging. That's what I'm saying. Like I want to live in a nicer place. Like for where the school systems are better for my children. That don't mean when my kids come home, they don't know where the fuck they from and what
who they are.
Right, they know who they are, bro. But the thing about them is they want everything black. You cannot function in America and black everything out. That's not the way it works, bro.
It's not realistic. But we talk about
it's
this all
super
the time.
unrealistic, bro.
You have okay. It's not about not working with white people. It's about not working for
white people. Right? And they're talking to a black man who runs his own businesses.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of my business practices I have learned from white people. I had to get my education and my schooling from white people. But I used...
What you saying? Only white people educated?
No, but what I'm saying is I used this spook that sat behind the door to do my own thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it was very offensive to me to hear her berate this white guy who's very knowledgeable in hip-hop as far as the music itself. He wasn't talking about who could rap, but he was breaking it down album by album,
but
song for song.
He can talk about who could
He can talk about it because
Why
he's
not?
a fucking DJ for over 20 years.
Why not?
Who cares if he's white?
If he understands what rap is, he can talk about it.
And they apply that stupid logic to any situation.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the black communities or black foods, things that are exclusive to black people.
Talking about a skill set.
Bro, a skill set.
Yeah.
Bro, realistically, rappers are rich because of white people.
That's a fact.
They are the main consumers of our music.
That's a fact.
They are the main consumers of our foods, of our whole culture.
Yeah.
That's why we exist. Because of who runs shit. Now, do we worship them because of it?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
But I'm not.
It's a numbers game.
I'm not supposed to reap the benefits of my white counterparts and also not become friends with some of them because they're white.
Well,
that shit is crazy.
That's strong Hebrew Israelite ideology. They even have certain Africans that they deem to be the enemy. I think it's the Hamites. I'm not sure. But what's dope about the Israelites is that they break down the families that come from Abraham.
Right.
And they break down the families and they break down the tribes as far as like who became their enemy, which is very, very informative, but it's goofy at the end of the day because
it's 100% goofy.
You're following a doctrine from a time period where certain people had smoke with certain people. You know what I mean?
Right.
It could have been anything. It could have been a war. It could have been over a chick. It could have been anything. And you over here fucking 1,000 years later,
bro,
you following the same manuscript saying that type of African is my enemy. If you watch, there's an episode where Sinetta, if you watch Sinetta TV, right? Check out Sinetta TV. If you watch Sinetta TV, they got a clip of Sinetta interviewing Captain Tazariak, who's my favorite.
That's who I was thinking about.
He's my
Tazariak.
favorite Israelite.
Shout out to Tazariak.
I fuck with
him too.
Real just recognize real. I don't give a fuck what your ideology is like. I fuck with Tazariak. Because he's just a man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But anyway, he's like a man's man, so I fucks with him. But I didn't fuck with him in this clip because what happened was Sinetta is stepping to him about certain rules in the Israelite community, and they have certain types of Africans that they deem to be the enemy. And this child, he's from Harlem, just like Tazariak is from Harlem. This child was just born into this life. Didn't choose what his heritage was, didn't choose where his family was.
Right.
And Tazariak couldn't shake the little boy's hand. Sinetta said, yo, this boy, because they was building at first. The little boy was just, because Sinetta will welcome anybody. If you're standing around, he'll give you the mic. You got something to say? So he let the little boy walked up on their conversation, was listening. And Tazariak was like, this little boy, where you from? The little boy was African from a certain country, right?
Right.
Tazariak couldn't shake the little boy, the little innocent boy's hand because his heritage went back to a heritage in the Bible that they say that is your enemy.
Bro, it's
the people of Ham.
Bro, it's so non-progressive.
Yeah,
bro.
it is.
Like, and this is why, and not to shit on the community, that community, but I'm keeping it on it. I don't know anything progressive they've done as a people, as a group of people. Like, I don't know them to have. I hear them talk one.
I give them the Christianity shit,
bro.
Black Christian
every
upliftment.
At the end of the day, every single problem, aside from the mental anguish that we've suffered over the years, right? If you put black people in a position to where we have the same economic capabilities as our white counterparts, the same economic abilities and opportunities, right there you even the playing field. If you remove poverty from black communities, you remove the problems.
Yes, yes.
We have an even playing field. Now we're equal in this country. How can you fathom that you can reach any type of economic stability or empowerment without dealing with white people completely? How does that happen, bro? We are still the minority in this country. Now, if black people understood financial literacy, if we understood that, we could come together and pool our money together and come up on our own, like in a Black Wall Street.
Somebody has to come up first, though.
Right. In a Black Wall Street era or a Harlem Renaissance era. Yeah. We'll be able to do things like that. Yeah. They're not teaching us that, though. No. So shut the fuck up, bro. That's my thing with them. Shut up. Everything about them is religion-based. And they come at black people that's actually doing things physically for their communities because there may be some white people in it. I'm not going to sit here and say white people in a whole hate black people. That is a very old way of thinking, bro. No, not at all. And it's a stupid way, and it's a non-progressive
It was
way of
never
thinking.
like that.
It was never like that. Let me tell y'all something for the people on live watching and the people listening. There would have been no Underground Railroad without white people. Right. Okay? White people own these houses. Y'all think the Underground Railroad was a fucking railroad? No, the Underground Railroad was a chain of houses that people housed these slaves in till they go to their next stop.
And they were risking their lives.
Everybody who did that was white.
And they were risking their lives.
Everybody who assisted in the Underground Railroad were white. Harriet Tubman, her legacy exists because of white people helping her.
Yeah.
So don't fucking tell me that every white person is the fucking devil. The white man is the devil. No. I hate that shit about them, bro.
They all benefit from racism.
They benefit from it.
By default.
By default. Yeah. By default. Bro, I'm a comedian, bro. When I'm doing comedy shows, there's white comedians that be on stage and I'm like, bro, you do know you don't have to be a comedian, right? Like, you could have did anything. It's a waste of white skin for you to be up here entertaining motherfuckers.
Right.
Jokingly.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Most of black wealth comes from some form of entertaining white people. Whether it be music.
Ooh, that was a statement.
Right. Most of black wealth comes from entertaining white people.
Who are the wealthiest black people?
All entertainers.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
Rappers. Athletes.
Is there a business, just a straight business person, black, that's like top?
They not American. He ain't American. Fuck no. He African. Africans benefit off technological advances and shit like that. Yeah. Of being rich and wealthy purely based off of something that's either in technology, engineering, oil, something resourceful. But black people in America are all rich from some form of entertaining white people.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Rihanna, just turned a billionaire.
Oh yeah, shout out to Rihanna. First female billionaire, the entertainer.
Richest
female billionaire entertainer in America?
Not just black, right? Just richest
female entertainer. Yeah. So shout out to Rihanna.
No, in the world, I think.
In the world. But
damn, hold on. Yeah, I think so.
Let's go to Rihanna then.
Yeah, what about her?
Why she rich?
Entertainer.
Entertainers. We accumulate our wealth from entertaining. So don't
well,
tell me,
she's not rich from entertaining, but she got in the opportunity.
Right, and she's converted herself into a businesswoman. But the foundation of her money comes from entertainment.
Yeah, the foundation for sure.
That's where we get our money from.
For sure.
Entertaining white people.
Jay-Z,
Diddy,
Kanye,
Dr. Dre, Kanye West, Michael Jordan,
Michael Jordan,
LeBron James. All of these black billionaires are billionaires from entertaining white people.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of them took that money and they gave back. So don't fucking tell me that dealing with white people is not beneficial to black people. It's 100% beneficial in this country.
Yeah, doing good business with anybody is
Right.
for sure. Yeah.
They're against even doing business with white people. Doing business with white people, according to these fucking idiots, means you're a fucking
coon.
You're a coon. Yeah. What kind of stupid shit is that?
It is. It's pretty stupid.
It's stupid as hell, bro.
It's just not. It's not realistic. It's not logical.
Even Oprah. Somebody said it in the comments. Even Oprah, entertainer. Yeah. Entertaining white people.
She's an entertainer.
She's an entertainer.
Well, they're entertaining people, but like you said, white people have the majority of the consumer.
Right.
You know, they consume the most just by numbers. It's a numbers game. So if you're going to become wealthy, you probably gonna have to sell something to white people.
You're gonna have to sell something to white people. You can't do it without them in this country. You can't do it. It is impossible.
I've never seen it done.
You know what?
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
There's enough black people.
It's not impossible, but it's never been done.
Never been done.
It's never done. The probably biggest example of we had as a rapper that achieved some form of prosperity, but he also had to conform. He had to convert to come up bigger. Was Master P. Master P amassed his fortune initially from selling out the back of his trunk independently to black people, but to get that deal, though, he had to go chit-chat with the white people.
It definitely did.
He had to go have that discussion.
The real money came
from the white people.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, what you do with your money after that determines whether you're going to help your black people out or not. But your initial bag is always going to come from white people in this country.
Yeah.
Always. So for them to think that even with us, to take our shit to the next level, to get our sponsorships, and to do what we want to do with this platform, we're going to need some help.
And like I said, by numbers, it's probably going to be some type of entity owned by a white.
Always.
Somebody.
Because just by default, they own it.
The numbers is just
they own it, bro.
You know what I mean? But with that being said, like Dirt said, man, you have to ask yourself, if anybody's out here thinking about joining a group or just subscribing to some type of ideology or whatever the case may be, just ask yourself what their end goal is. Ask them, if whoever you're joining, whatever group you're joining, what's the end goal? Not the fucking what am I going to get out of this?
Right.
Not that. Not the what am I going to get out of this. What's the end goal? Because at the end of the day, you're not an individual anymore. When you join a group, and this is why I could never join a group, join a gang. I could never become in the Greek life. I could never join a fraternity, because at the end of the day, I need to be in control of my narrative, and I need to be in control of my destiny.
Right.
So once I become a part of a group, I'm not an individual anymore. Not saying that that's a bad thing. Becoming a part of a group is not necessarily bad or good. It just doesn't fit my personality. So I never was able to do that. So it's for me, aligning myself with an ideology is really fucking scary, because most of the times you don't even know where the fuck it's coming from. Just like most Christians don't know, when people say the word God, they don't know it's Greek. They don't even know it's Greek. They don't know nothing. They don't know it's some pedophilia shit. And that's what I'm afraid of.
Right.
But at least, you know what, if I know that I'm leading my own charge, at least I know what my agenda is and I know what my intentions is, and I can change it at any time and I can explain it.
Right.
As opposed to somebody telling me, that's got to be embarrassing for somebody to come to me and be like, yo, you're a part of this? Well, you're a part of something that does this, and you don't even know. You're like, oh, shit.
And people don't understand how dangerous groupthink is. Groupthink is the reason for everything that's going on in this country right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because a bunch of people who get together, who are in power, get together, and I want to take this little shot real quick, and I'm gonna say it. And this is to black women. Black women are the biggest supporters of the LGBTQ community. Right?
Bigger than white women?
Yeah. Pertaining to black men.
Oh, okay.
Pertaining to black men, right? Black women are the ones calling black men misogynistic and homophobic. Every time I get attacked for having an opinion about something within the confines of the LGBTQ community, I'm deemed as homophobic. I've never made a homophobic statement towards the LGBT community.
Which is the fear of...
I've never made a homophobic statement because I'm not homophobic.
Yeah.
I've never done it before. However, they gather in masses to support that group, right? But they want a husband. They want to reproduce.
Yeah.
The gay man has no interest in you, right? Your end goal is to get a husband and have some kids and settle down. The gay man is not giving you that. I'm not saying don't support him. What I'm saying is give us that same energy. Support us the same way you support them.
You ain't got enough money for that.
You see what I'm saying?
You ain't got enough money for
So
that.
what happened is you support. It's a great nigga. Supervillains grow like this. That's supervillains happen. Same thing happened with the feminist movement. The feminist movement was a very honest thing. It was about rights of women.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have the rights. But the feminist movement slowly became a man-hating group. Dominating now. It's like, where does it stop? Because after you get the rights that you begged for, why are you still fighting? Why are you still fighting?
Who are you fighting?
Who are you fighting now? You create new enemies that don't exist. That's how supervillains are created, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't even realize the monster that's growing. Somebody sanctioned NAMBLA, National North American Man Boy Lovers Association, to march in the Pride Parade. Somebody sanctioned that. North American Man Boy Lovers Association. Legal pedophilia is allowed to march in the fucking Pride Parade. They align themselves with people who are not pedophiles, but they are pedophiles. But it started probably as a little fringe group who wanted rights.
Yeah.
What was coming next? Bestiality. That's coming.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they can legally.
That would probably come before.
They can legally deal with these little boys. Oh, we could deal with pigs and horses.
Yeah.
Why not?
How you arguing it?
What's the difference? It's It's all unnatural acts. It's all unnatural. Yeah, I ain't ready to have that conversation though.
Definitely not.
You're not ready to have that conversation, and I'm not either. Not on this platform. I'm not either. This we own this. Yeah. We own this. We could talk about what we're going to talk about on All Jokes Aside podcast, but Instagram ain't ready for that. So thank you guys on Instagram for tuning in. The few people who have been watching, I know it's very late. A lot of you guys are asleep, but I'm gonna holler at y'all later. And I'm deleting this, by the way, too.
YouTube.
Don't forget to subscribe to us on Spotify, or jokes aside, Apple Music, and we're on iHeartRadio. All right. Also, the visuals that are stunning, by the way, are on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the link in my bio to subscribe to All Jokes Aside podcast. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Black Table Epilogue, which is my solo podcast. And my bro over here, Quasi, a.k.a. Mr. Gray Area, got the Gray Area Productions coming. So make sure you guys check out that now. I'm out of here on this platform. Peace.
Yeah, bish.
I'm not sharing. I'm deleting that shit. Get that out of here. Won't get me Instagram. Yeah, bro. But I just had to touch on that shit real quick, man. You know what I mean?
The live was great too. I tried to. I'm gonna try again tomorrow. I tried to repost it. It like froze up. I don't know if they shadow banning that shit or something.
They shadow.
I never had that problem before. I've never. Anytime I've reposted something, it just repost. Like that shit was like spinning.
They shadow
like,
banning my shit, bro. I mean, there's too many people flagging it. Cool, but keep sharing it. They're doing me a favor.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it.
They posting bars. But anyway, bro, the one-on-ones always do good between me and you because we talk like this all the time. Anyway, I always say our conversations can be full episodes, nigga. This is one that we 2:15 in right now. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So even the car problems and that, like even after all that, niggas still put out a dope episode. So, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate you.
Oh, they don't know what we went through before this shit.
Boy. We'll talk about it next week once I fix it, then we can make a joke about it.
Right.
But bro, rough night, my nigga.
Yeah, rough night.
But hey, did y'all
kind of serious episode, but a lot of nuance.
A lot of nuance that needed to be talked about. Now that breakdown, I think people appreciate that Dipset Locks breakdown. I think this is one of the better ones.
That Harlem shit was important.
I think very important for me.
I always wanted to have that conversation.
Very important for me because I didn't know that, bro. No. I didn't know that. Because you got to be in Harlem to know Harlem.
Got to be there.
Harlem is a very small place, and people will sometimes all the time, say y'all New York niggas, and I be telling people, yo, bro, it's so different. Like Harlem is in Manhattan, but Harlem is different from LES. Lower East Side Manhattan ain't shit like Harlem, bro.
And it's different from Dykeman.
Right, and even in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy is different from Brownsville. Brownsville is different from Canarsie. Canarsie different from Flatbush. Yeah. We different. We have different personalities. We dress different. We talk different. It's different. Different lingos.
Yep.
Real shit, man. Man, thank you for the episode. The episode was dope. Shout out to Fredo Cash, Baltimore Stand Up. Shout out to the co-host of the show, John. Shout
out to 147th and Lenox, Esplanade Gardens. Hold y'all head. Y'all be back. Dipset will be back, man.
Shout out to Yonkers, man. Shout out to
big
Yonkers,
time,
man.
Big time.
For those of y'all who don't know Yonkers is a very small, it's not even in the 5 boroughs. It's outside of the Bronx. A lot of talent came out of Yonkers. We got Mary out of the Yonkers. You got the Locks out of Yonkers. DMX out of Yonkers. Drag On. I guess I throw him in there. Yonkers put on, man, for New York.
And Cam, this is all karma, man, for stealing my man's song, nigga.
Yeah. But damn, poor Dipset, man. Poor Harlem. But the real Harlem niggas knew what time it was.
That's why I explained.
The real Harlem niggas knew that shit was about to be bad.
Dipset is not Harlem. I mean, it's, you know what I mean.
Right.
Like, well, Dipset is not Harlem.
Before we go, I think I'm gonna send it to you, bro. My top 10 in 2017. I got a top 10 that I did in 2017 on Facebook. A video like 8 minutes long. It popped up today.
Top 10 rappers?
Yeah. It was.
What do you want to watch it?
No,
not now.
Not tonight. Not tonight. I said a couple of significant things in there, and one of the things I said was, Big L is the greatest rapper to come out of Harlem.
That's not wrong.
I want to know how you feel about that, being that's your stomping grounds.
Greatest?
That came out of Harlem. I mean,
he got taken out so early, man. Okay, let's do it like this. When he died, he was that nigga in Harlem for sure.
Right.
I'll say that.
I mean,
but I gotta say Cam. I gotta say Cam.
I wouldn't even say Cam. I would say Mace.
The greatest? What are we saying here?
Music? I mean, lyrically, you think lyrically Cam was better than Mace?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Definitely.
Wow.
Confessions of Fire? Yeah, for sure.
Mace was a beast,
man.
Yeah,
Mace is not Mace is not fucking with Confessions of Fire, Cam, son. No way.
Really?
Yeah, no way. Mace is fire. Mace is fire. But lyrically, over Cam?
Yeah, I put Mace over Cam.
Nah, man.
I always did.
You don't want to do that. But you know Confessions of Fire, so I respect you.
Right.
It's not like you ignorant to it, but I respect it, but nah, Cam went crazy. Cam went crazy on Confessions of Fire.
We said something before we get off the show. We said some shit that's ill that nobody ever thought about. We said that Eminem might have got his style from Cam.
He put a lot of guys together. But yeah, Cam, Redman. He put Cam and Redman together.
I'm gonna say this: Redman, greatest rapper to come out of Jersey. Period. Him and Joe Budden
for sure.
But Redman definitely goated over Joe Budden.
He's more entertaining than Joe Budden.
More lyrical, like more everything.
A little bit, a little more lyrical.
Because who they got in Jersey? They got Joe. They got
Ransom.
Ransom from Jersey?
Where's he from?
I thought Ransom.
I thought they was all Jersey niggas.
I don't know. Ransom, I thought he was a Harlem nigga.
No, he a Jersey nigga too. That whole beef was in Jersey.
Ransom is a beef.
Yeah, he's up there. Jersey? Oh, Tretch. No, Tretch. My bad. Disrespectful. Tretch.
No, but Tretch he ain't goated. Not for me.
How?
Over Redman and Joe Budden?
Can we come back? We're going to come back to this.
Yeah, we'll come back to this in another episode. But listen, y'all, episode 125 in the books. All right, we out of here, man. I got to come up with a name for this episode. I got to drop it in a couple of hours. But that's the shout out to Fredo Cash, Baltimore, Stand Up, man. All Jokes Aside podcast, episode 125 in the book. Shout out to the co-host, Jari Knows. He'll be back next week. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for those who stayed for these 2 grueling hours of knowledge, of fake deep versus shit. All right, we out of here, man. Peace. Bow, 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 bow.
Whoa. Fredo. love that. I love that. Me and Pyrex together, watch two words collide. Me and Jackie bored out the suites and we got hella whores inside. Whoa, I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Bitch, all jokes aside. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Bitch, all jokes aside. Me and Pyrex together, watch two words collide. Me and Jackie bored out the suites and we got hella whores inside. Whoa, I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Bitch, all jokes aside. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Bitch, all jokes aside. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Need a nigga, I had to say more. Ain't nobody gonna do it like this, coming out of body more. I know Jackie got some whores. I know Pirates got some whores. Trying to get these niggas share they bitches cause I'm so sick of fucking yours.